Oh, I need to move the Dungeons and Dragons title because that's really not in a good place. But yeah, there we go. So we're sort of live. We're just waiting for the DM because he's in a meeting that's running late because, you know, adult life. So we thought we'd come along and just say hi because that's more interesting than staring at a stream starting soon screen. Danny's currently fixing an iPad.
Oh god, I don't have enough hands.
Either that or he's currently breaking an iPad. We don't know.
I think it might be the latter, but, you know, it's a strong feeling.
You know, he's going to replace the screen, but then it's not actually going to be able to use it.
Yeah. To be fair...
Yeah, it's going to look like a brand new iPad, but it's basically...
was just black.
What you're basically doing is you're turning it into a display model.
Yeah. I swear it has the features, just, you know, not accessible right now.
Oh, is there not an option for like a drop shadow on text on OBS?
Not that I remember. I used to always create my assets and then bring them in.
Because I'm like, my little Dungeons and Dragons title is now kind of overlapping on people's photos, on people's webcams, so you can't really see it.
What is that?
Unless I put like...
It worked.
I wonder if I can just put like a shape behind it. Is that a thing?
Oh, I think that.
That must be a thing. Or what I could do is, while we're waiting for James, I could see if there is such a thing as a Dungeons and Dragons logo with a transparency on it, which I imagine there is, and then I could just put that on instead.
There is. I downloaded it years ago. Not years ago. Ages ago.
Oh, like vintage Dungeons and Dragons logo there. Oh yeah, there we go. Straight away found it. Let's save that and we'll just bung that in instead. There we go. Wizards of the Coast won't mind. They're pretty chill. I'm assuming. Hoping.
That's the word.
I think they are pretty chill, to be honest. They're the sort of... Because also, in many ways, by, you know, doing this, if anything, we're promoting Dungeons and Dragons, so...
Yeah, that's true.
It's free marketing, isn't it? And let's be honest, there's no better marketing than me.
To be fair, the amount of times leaks have happened with Dungeons and Dragons and no one's got sued.
It's probably because of their experience with trying to put hobbits in that they've kind of just learned. Well, we're not going to be dickheads about it.
So great. And to be fair, there was a whole film called Mazes and Monsters, and they didn't sue.
No. I wonder how much... Oh, I'd be interested... Stranger Things, if D&D paid Stranger Things or vice versa, because I imagine it was the other way around. I imagine Stranger Things paid to use D&D. Which...
But then Stranger Things would probably have gotten money off them for the Stranger Things version of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, that, and also, let's be honest, Stranger Things really was responsible for a massive resurgence in Dungeons and Dragons.
That's kind of a... It already started to boom just before that, which is why they probably put it into the game, because they were all probably...
That as well, and the fact that where Stranger Things is set was the kind of heyday for D&D.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to overlap your webcam slightly coolly, but not in a way that interferes with you. It's just... Yeah, there we go.
Look, you called yourself Press F now.
Yeah. I mean, I'm only here while we wait for James. As soon as James turns up, I'll kill my webcam off. But yeah, so... what you guys been up to? Obviously, Dan's been fixing his iPad.
Working hard, hardly working, whatever the correct one would be.
Is it tomorrow you're back at work? No,
Wednesday.
today. Wednesday, sorry. I don't even know. What day is it today? What is today? Monday. That's it. Thank you, calendar.
No day but today.
That is, today is no day but today. There is always to do. Maybe tomorrow. Who knows? I could die tonight. There might not be tomorrow.
Aw.
Well, you say, oh, I don't know. I might suffer an aneurysm while I'm asleep. You don't know these things. Anything can happen.
You might trip on that chair.
Be impressed. Oh, what, the one on the floor behind me or the one I'm sat on?
Yeah, the one on the floor behind you.
I was going to say, if it's the one I'm sat on, that'd be impressive, especially if I'm sat on it at the time. I mean, I wouldn't put it past me, but...
Attached first. I've attached the screen. That's
Ooh. Oh, we got. Yeah, I'm back at work Wednesday, 6:30 till 6. No, 7:30 till 6.
Right. Ouch.
Yay.
That's a nasty shift.
Yeah, that's not the bit I worry about. It's a lot of walking. I do about 30,000, 40,000 steps a day.
See, that bit I wouldn't mind too much because I feel like at least I'm getting exercise and doing stuff. But
I would be if I felt back to my 100%.
yeah.
But I don't.
So they're not... I'm surprised they don't have little ride-around things.
Oh no, we're not. Ours isn't big enough to have the ride-around machines.
Really?
No, we've got just.
The warehouse in Peterborough is huge.
It's not even one of the top 5. It's the biggest, second biggest in the UK, but only that one has the machines, and all the US ones do. Well, not all.
I bet all the US ones do because no one in the US is walking 30,000 steps a day. Let's be honest.
No.
That in America, if an employer made you do that, that's harassment.
Yeah.
I want to
And
work in one of
st-
their underwater warehouses. Although I think they scrapped that idea, didn't they? It was...
Yeah, they scrapped that one. I remember their idea to have small warehouses near every town, so they could do drones.
Yeah.
Which I am all for.
The thing is, it would cause too many issues because they'd have too many people either just vandalising the drones or...
Yeah, shooting them down.
Especially in America, can you imagine?
Not in England.
Come on, you know there would be that guy, that
What do you
country
mean? You
guy
could
that's
take
got,
out a drone. You could easily take out a drone with an
That
air
would be me.
rifle.
I would totally take that drone. But I also love the fact that we could have.
the guy that practiced clay pigeon shooting gets a freaking live target. He's like, yes.
And a very stern letter from Amazon.
Drop the screw. That screw is gone.
It's like, it's a good idea
No.
kind of in principle, but it's a bad idea in practice. But it's like in Watch Dogs Legion when you play that and there's just drones buzzing around everywhere. It's like, it could happen, I suppose.
Or Cyberpunk.
The drones inside, there probably are. I've probably just not been paying that much attention.
The police have drones.
Yes, they do. I've not really been playing it. I wasn't disappointed in the game in terms of bugs and glitches. I just actually found the actual story and gameplay a bit, despite all the hype, a bit unoriginal and a bit kind of like, meh. It's just another big open world free roam shooter game.
He's lost his screws.
You see, what I have is a magnetic sheet that I put all the screws on.
Yeah, I
Well,
use
no,
a
I was
tray.
putting it onto the. At least one of them.
Oh, we have a James.
Fell on my chair.
We have a James. Someone,
have a
someone, ping Rihanna.
Oh, but I'm so close. Hey James, give me like 10 minutes.
No,
It's fine.
the poor bastard watching this stream cannot wait any longer.
Is
Wait,
it another TV
wait, Matt,
you're
I'm so confused. So confused right now.
Oh, I'm only
Honest,
okay.
dude.
I'm only here at the moment while we were waiting for you because I'm just chatting. As soon as you start, I'm essentially going to kill my webcam and go quiet because it occurred to me that despite the fact, obviously, I'm not in this session, the streaming's going to be really odd if I don't stream it. Because essentially, I'm just kind of like saying, well, I've died, so therefore I'm not bothering streaming it anymore. So, you know, I still need to stream it. I'm liking what you've done with the bookshelf.
Well, thank you.
We mean much? No, I'm kidding. Actually, I think you've done yours better than mine. You can actually see what's in your bookshelf.
That's the main reason.
I enjoy. I've got a lot of time for that.
That will agree.
One of these is magnetic. but
Oh
only
my god, that you got to control each one separately.
Yeah,
It's probably because
I can
you
just
probably
leave
could
it
get a couple of them at a time.
I can get a couple of them at a time, but it's like, but then also that does mean that I can do something like, I do that.
Does it also mean
Right.
though that you got 6 remote controls?
Oh no, I'm
No,
assuming they all use.
I've got one remote control which does all of them.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you'd had to order them all separately, so you ended up with 6 remotes.
No, it was brilliant. It was like one thing. I do have 2 remote controls, just in case I lose one. But
Oh,
and then
here we
I
go.
can also,
There's
like,
Rihanna back.
I can brighten them, but I have to brighten them individually.
Okay.
Right, there we go. So now Rihanna is back. Shall I bug her off, or are we waiting for Danny?
Waiting for Danny to
I
try and
wait
find
for
his
that.
screws because it's a
I
bit
want
screw
that.
loose.
Have you sorted out your hair
I
yet?
found my screws. As if I will ever
Jacob's
sort
not
out
going
my
to
hair.
be. Jacob might be a bit late. He's got rehearsals for a big thing, so.
No worries.
Well, I trust you as well, I say I'm not in the session, but I'm sure everyone trusts you as a DM to work that beautifully into the narrative.
I never thought.
Well, quite frankly, he didn't really want to. Like, you didn't really want to leave with you guys. He was more like, "What? What's happening?" Like,
Why am I leaving with you?
Wait a minute, the guy who was a dragon's dead? What happened?
oh,
Um,
yes.
Oh,
There he is, boy.
He might be late. He was only a little bit later than you were, James.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Brilliant. Perfect.
There we go. Right, so I'll kill my cam off so that way I disappear off the Discord, and I'll mute myself so I don't, interrupt and things like that. But just know I can hear everything. I'll be here in spirit, enjoying the story because I want to know what happens.
Brilliant.
I'm as much as along for the ride as you guys are.
Great.
So I've just it's basically like I'm a live audience member. I've got a front row seat.
Let's do that there.
So on that, bye for now, guys.
Press F.
Is he gone? He's gone.
Brilliant.
What a piece of shit.
I can't.
Are we live, Matt?
Yeah,
We are live, and Dan, I can still hear you.
Everyone who is watching, if people are watching, if people aren't, then
Yeah,
we will
hello.
continue the same. Hello, everyone. If I've changed styles throughout this entire thing, it's just been because I've been recently watching a lot of Critical Role. Yeah. But hello, welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. We are continuing the untitled campaign where we've got a bunch of evil bastards who are who have just are invading a cute little town and city that just they're just trying to get along, but they don't deserve to get along. They deserve to be destroyed by the forces of evil who are here today. Would you like to introduce yourself and your characters? We will start with you, Thalion.
Hi, I'm Jacob, and I'm playing a tiefling sorcerer named Thalion. He was previously the tactician for the Dark Lord's army, and he's just sort of along for the ride here. He arrived late, so he doesn't exactly know what's really gone on previously. But let's just say he's a bit miffed at what's occurred.
Perfect. Fortello.
I'm Fortello. I am the paladin and the right-hand man to the Dark Lord. I was the son of a preacher man who has, yep, I know, who was killed by unknown things and has been a part of the army since he was a child and is now filling out the master's wishes of causing pain and suffering wherever he goes.
Perfect. Murder.
Hi, I'm Daniel. I'm having tech problems with an iPad, and my character is Murder, whose name and occupation is Murder. He was outcast as a young elf, and through a series of events, befriended crows, and was taken in by the Dark Lord, and wants to kill the king. That is his main
And specifically wants to kill the king. Perfect. Thalassa.
Okay, so I'm Rihanna, Pixie Point on Twitch. If anyone's interested,
Give it a follow.
Give me a follow, please. I need them. Anyway,
Link in the chat.
I play Thalassa Thrix in this campaign, a grey character who is a tiefling wizard with a very shady past. Her quest to find the other half of a key, which is rumoured to lead to a powerful relic, has brought her directly into the path of the Dark Lord's army, in the ranks of which she now is, and takes up a bit of a kind of general role, and also kind of functions as a researcher and a court wizard for the Dark Lord.
Perfect. Does anyone else want to do any links to Twitches? I know that anyone else?
I think doesn't
no.
the DM have a rather good Twitch channel?
I refuse to plug this here because if you're going to expect exciting and riveting experiences, then you're not going to want my Twitch
Shakespeare
stream.
is exciting.
Jacob doesn't even know I run a Twitch stream, so this is
I do now.
You do now. That's all you're gonna know.
I mean,
I haven't like this. If you're expecting, riveting and constant content, then you will not be wanting to subscribe to my Twitch stream. If you want someone reading Shakespeare in very questionable accent, then absolutely, Vendors Mobile on Twitch. Give a follow. But I don't recommend, and it's my stream. Perfect. So, and then anyone who, so we're just going to get started. So anyone in the chat who wants regular, follow this Twitch stream. Good Scene gets owned because we do regular D&D on a Monday, and then we also Matt, whose channel this is, does a lot of gaming stuff, so it's really good. So give us a follow on that.
Oh, babe, when I get round to it anyway. But anyway, I'll go back to muting now. But so yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, for
You're meant to be
someone who's saying
quiet.
stay quiet, you're not very quiet, Matt.
All right, I won't plug your
Ignore
fucking
that.
Twitch channel again then.
I'm joking. Give me your Prime subs. Give them to me.
Perfect. We will stop this nonsense that's happening right now, and we will get started. So, we are in Kenduo, the good continent, full of halflings, dwarves, elves, humans, all the good race. And then so how are we going to taint this land today? I think is a good question. What happened last time was they invaded a small town which had a castle, and they invaded this castle and killed everyone in there,
It didn't go very well.
including half of their army, in which that army then rebelled. One
Fair
of
enough.
our adventures, Barnaby fell to the rebellious army. He died. A couple of you saw a large dragon strike the ground as he then turned to human and suddenly was huddled by a large crowd of rat men. You all escaped down a back passage through the rocks that the castle stands on, and you come out the other end without an army, without any sort of without any support. But
Only just
some of
got
you
that
still-
army.
a lot of you have there's still the mission. There are a lot of halflings and dwarves that need to be killed. And also kings that need to be killed, and evil that needs to be spread. Just to sort of, is there anything anyone wants to do whilst we're here? Before then, I will give you an option. If you, the option sort of just going to it's heading to the next town. The next town on the list is sort of a mining town, dwarven mining town, in which we were meant to sort of get everyone's equipment back up, and the army will get a whole new load of swords, and we'd be able to be ready for the sort of the final push towards the king. After all, because there are 3 armies that are on this land, and they're all sort of converging at the capital city. In 10 days' time is the date in which you to converge the other armies, ready for the final push. Is there anything anyone wants to do before you travel to the next town? Murder.
You should mention that.
What would you like to do?
Well, as you may have guessed by previous conversations, Jane, my character values strength and believes weakness should be penalised. So, emphasis on the P part. I would like to try and go back and find the body.
Yes,
to make sure that our combat is
go back through the tunnel. So,
we're going to wait.
Do you want to sneak off?
I'll circle round.
You want to
I'll catch back up with you guys. I'll
yeah. Okay. Cool. You circle round.
Character.
You circle round. There are a bunch of rat men at just sort of chatting, gnawing on the flesh of halflings, and just sort of having a merry old time. They see you, and they say, "Wait! Isn't that the guy? Isn't that one of the generals? Oi! What are you doing back here?"
Just came to make sure that you did kill that guy. The dragon, that one's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. We've got him strung up.
Cool. Really? Can I come and have a look?
Yeah, he's right outside his body's right on the right above the
Win him back.
above the folding bridge. The folding bridge.
Oh, cool. I'll go have a look, and I'll start and wander on.
Yeah. I mean, you just need to take 2 steps out, and you can see his body is.
Oh, I want to look at his body and laugh.
Roll could be a D20 roll to laugh.
I mean,
Roll to laugh. I'll roll for you. How about that? For now, I'll roll for you to speed this along. Oh, you rolled good. You've got You give out sort of a blood curdling laughter and then the rat men are like, what's nothing wrong with him? And
we hear the laughter from where we are.
Yeah, everyone could hear the laughter. Actually, yeah, everyone could hear the laughter. I didn't even think about that. I'm just gonna roll some dice.
Oh dear. Danny.
Okay, cool, perfect.
Why?
Okay, yeah, sure. You've laughed at his body. What do you want to do now? Do you want to go back?
I'll turn to the Batman and be like, so what's your plan now, guys? Like, you guys
Oh, we're gonna sort of finish off these bodies and then go back home.
Fair dudes. If you feel like killing, and it's entirely up to you.
Not really.
There's a town. No.
Cool.
Fair enough.
You guys were dicks to us, so we're not gonna listen to you. The Dark Lord didn't want to speak to us, and then you killed the Dark Lord, and now we're gonna do our own thing. We might settle down here.
You do you. You do you.
We do. That's what rat men do. We do ourselves.
Good tonight. I'll leave you on your way then.
Okay.
And I'll head off.
Sure. You back away. You go circle round. You're back to the audience. Can you, as you're circling back, can you roll me a perception check?
Yes, I can, I say, as my dice back.
It's been a while.
11 plus whatever my perception is, which is Okay, 17. That's good for
17. Perfect. You just, as you're circling around, the rats start to get louder and start to celebrate as they're leaving. That you sort of see them all. You sort of hear them, the footsteps, and they're sort of going, yeah, yeah, and they're celebrating in mass. From yeah. You can only assume because they're leaving, and they've got that wonderful sort of feeling of freedom, which you guys took away from.
Take it away from them.
No,
We
You're going to say that your evil characters treat them well.
I never treated
You think the
them
Dark
badly.
Lord was, giving
Yeah.
them health plans? And,
I'm still having
and-
issues like
how
getting
to
into
do
the
it.
mindset of a villain here.
You
'cause
really do.
I'm not that bitch.
Yeah,
Dark
you-
Lord, I am
Yeah.
absolutely that bitch.
We
yeah,
know you
that-
are, Jack.
that's the
We know
one
you
thing
are.
he's
100%
proven
that
his
bitch.
entire life.
In the
I
words of our
mean-
Lord and Saviour Lizzo.
Perfect. Danny comes back round. Sort of, yeah. So in between you and now the next town is a sort of a thick woodland, but it'll take you maybe, it'll take you a few hours to get through it to get to the next town. These are sort of towns are quite close together, and then the next push to the capital is like the longest sort of distance you'll need to go.
I want to have it like in woods. There's sometimes like hermits and people that live on their own in like woods and stuff.
Give me a survival check to sort of track them.
Oh, we're gonna run into a
16.
witch.
16. You find some animal track. Not so much hermit. Hermits are kind of spread apart. So finding a hermit in a wood is like finding a needle in a haystack. It's they literally don't
Easy
want
with
to
a
be
magnet.
found. Sadly, you don't have
Danny,
a
do you
magnet
have a
for
hermit magnet?
As a matter of fact,
Roll me a d20, Danny. I want to see if you have got hermit magnet.
18.
Not high enough. You, oh no, that's 20. I'd give it to you. But, okay, yeah. You do. So, what do you do? What's everyone thinking right now?
Well, I was hoping I could kill a random hermit on the way, but
Oh,
Just a bloody rabbit if you want, but
nah,
not
the
good.
screams aren't as enjoyable.
We're evil, but we're not that evil.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
vegetarians here.
Like we're not
There's a
killing
link.
bunnies.
yeah, vegetarians here. That's evil, right? That's the.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
rat men are vegan.
It's like
Killing men's fine.
in Scott Pilgrim, there's a guy that's gets his vegan powers.
Yeah, we get our powers from the vegan gods.
Yes, that's it.
They
Anyway,
are appeased as long as we do not slaughter rabbits.
perfect. Children, fine. Rabbit,
Children, yeah, no, like they love sacrifices of children. Oh,
child rabbits are a bit on the grey area, but
yeah.
brilliant. Yeah, you venture through the woods. I'll let you, because how do you guys want to do this? What is the plan of attack,
Yeah.
or do you want to sort of infiltrate? What's? I suppose I'll let you guys have this discussion as your
How well
characters.
known are we in this world? Like, out of all of us, are any of our faces so well known that if we went
You're
into
the
the
right hand
town,
man of the Dark Lord. I would say to officials, you're well known. To average guards and civilians, probably not.
Oh,
I would say, Falion, maybe you're more well known because you're in a sort of dwarven mining town, and
go.
so you're probably more well known, but not so
Hmm.
much that you're like people see. There isn't TV, so people won't see. People might have seen like a crude drawing of you, wanted for the slaughter of many, but not much. Not I think it would be a hard perception check to be able to figure out who you are. So,
AKA, it is possible.
oh, everything's possible in my world, Cordy. You know that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just trying to work out the likelihood of me dying by being stuck in a corner by a bunch of guards. We've already proven no one is safe.
No one is safe.
Of course not.
No
Especially
dragons
when
are safe.
you choose to fight
No
the
one
rebellious
marginally
leader.
irritating is safe.
Exactly.
Daddy's slowly getting there. As the
To say, I want to cause as much pain and suffering as possible, so what is the best way to get into the center of town and work our way out?
I'm
Are we
gonna
on about
say
working our way out with killing?
Yeah, like cleaning our way through.
clean sweep.
I heard Dwarven Town. I don't think we can go in without murdering them all.
Yeah, I mean, murder
I've got a
murder
reputation
out.
to hold on.
I'm gonna say, frankly, gentlemen, I consider that to be the least of our worries currently, since we are without an army. Also, just think about what would happen. Would word that any of this had happened get home to anyone else who was kind of who was involved in the Dark Lord's campaign?
I have
Well-
an idea.
Oh no.
Does it involve enslavement and torture?
It involves mass murder,
I like
can
it.
live
and
with
we
that.
don't have to do anything.
Oh.
So, what would be to happen if we were to go to the next Dwarven town and tell them about the Rat Army invasion?
Oh.
The Rat Army said that they weren't going to invade, though. They're
No,
just
but they
gonna
have just
fight.
invaded
No, but
another
there's
town and they're still there.
Two
That
towns.
is true.
Ergo, anyone who knows of the Dark Lord's death, being the Rat people, would then be besieged by the army. They may not want to fight, but they'll have to fight.
How do we convince the dwarves?
The look on James's
Not-
face.
How do we
You guys
convince
are
the
fucking
dwarves?
great. You guys are
Not-
fucking great.
How do we
Um,
convince the dwarves not to just protect their own in case of an attack,
They
and
would
rather
send-
go on the attack themselves?
They would send a small battalion over to check to see our story is true. They would have to, because otherwise they couldn't take our word
Perhaps.
for it. There's no reason for them to take our word for it.
Oh, it's this town. I thought we were a small
Obviously, I
battalion,
can't
like-
go because I'm the second in. Because I'm quite well known. It would have to be one of the less known people, like yourself.
As an assassin, I make it my face.
Or we could get one of the local villagers and tell him he has to go tell them. Also, if we want to destroy the town, we could always just wait until their armies have gone, or a few of their armies have gone. See if there's a. Is
Oh,
there a
and then we
prison in
might
this
go.
town, Ventus? Is there a prison in
Prison?
this town?
There's a small, so there's a fort that's along. So there's a mine which is in the side of the mountain, and next to the mine there's a small fort, which is embedded in the side of the mountain to sort of protect it. And in there is, I suppose, a jail cell or something like that for when the dwarves get rowdy and drunk.
Okay. So there's not like a couple of prisoners that might be in there that would be willing to give us a helping hand.
Maybe there might be a few. Roll me insight or
Insight?
history. One of the.
I'll go inside because I have a +5. Oh. 13.
13. I mean, yeah, you know that in every city there is the trash people, con men, these sort of things. People who do anything for a coin. Prisoners, probably likely to if you let them escape. But there's a couple of taverns in this town, and you reckon because it's not, it's nowhere is truly good, and so you reckon there might be a couple of people here willing to do. If you made it seem like you weren't trying to kill their entire civilization, yeah.
So we could easily convince one of those guys to tell the story for us, because they won't be known to being a part of the army in the first place.
Gentlemen, who exactly are we introducing ourselves to be? Because
Well,
if we're telling the dwarves that
The
we're
name
riding
for it.
the Dark Lord's army, I highly doubt that they're going to acquiesce our request.
it's true. We can't say we're a part of the army, and then they'll go, "Wait, but you're part of the army."
I mean,
you guys,
yeah, we look like
can you
this,
guys make
so,
perception checks for me, please?
yeah.
What checks?
Perception.
Perception.
21.
Anyone?
13.
18.
Cool, perfect. Did anyone get lower than a 50?
I said 8. Wait, what did I say? I got 13.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, you guys all, apart from you, Murder, hear rustling in the bushes surrounding you.
Can we tell if it's a big rustling, or like something big in the rustle? Or...
You reckon it's probably humanoid. If you get, but if you guys got over 20, you probably can tell it's humanoid, sort of stepping on twigs and
Okay.
move.
I'm gonna say, hold your weapons. We don't know. We don't know who this is.
That's no fun. Okay.
And suddenly, out of a bush, comes a booming voice of a stoutly dwarf, in full armor and with an axe going. Well, what are you guys doing here then?
Do we recognise the armor? Is it like a military
It's
armor?
local town guard. You know, it's sort of old dwarven armor that's.
We just said all of this out loud, haven't we?
Yeah.
Has he
Oh,
heard
he's-
us?
Well, he's asked you what you're doing out here.
We were adventurous.
Come on then.
But, well, you see, we were passing to that town, the one with the castle, but it was sort of in flames and surrounded by ratmen. And
Then
yeah, like
Rat-
yay high.
wait. 1 second. Gilly, you were talking about Ratman. What are you talking about? Oh well, I just heard a distinct laugh, and me being part of the oratory society and knowing the sounds of laughter, I thought it was Ratman. Oh well, thank you, kind citizen. We'll look into that Ratman issue. You say it was in flames?
I mean, it looked like they were moving out towards the coast.
So you don't think the Dark Lord had anything to do with this?
We didn't see any of his generals or leaders or anything
Yeah.
like that, so we're not sure.
I don't think he'd be caught dead around here, to be honest.
Yeah, it'd be pretty stupid to come out this far.
We aren't sure what business he would have here working here.
Fallon, can you roll me insight?
Insight, of course. Nine.
Oh,
You like as a group, you think this guy's just, you know, you've solved it. He's gonna go sort out the Ratman. You're gonna shoot. He goes. Oh, okay. Well, if you go down to the fort, I tell you what, we'll give you as a thank you from the proud dwarven town of Dundee. We'll give you a nice warm meal and a place to stay for the night. How about that?
Oh, we barely did anything.
Well,
he's a vegan.
I mean, it's one of those things that we just as lovely dwarves, we just love to give our hospitality.
Can I check my
As
bullshit
I-
detector?
You roll insight for me.
21.
Yeah, no, he seems to be truly, you know, thankful for your information.
Okay, I'm going to step forward and say, listen, sir, frankly, considering what we've just been through in that town that we were previously in, I'd like to have a little more clarification as to whether or not my companions and I are able to trust you.
Well, we aren't rat men, and we're not dirty Dark Lord minions, so, you know...
That's true. He's not a rat man.
He could be a part of the Dark. He could be a part of the Dark Lord's army. We don't know.
And that's hardly evidence of.
I want to stare him down.
I mean,
just stare him down.
This isn't, you know, we're not going to force you because that would be, you know, evil of us. But I was just saying, if you wanted to come with us we're going to send out a battalion to go check out the next town and see what's happening there, and then we will we'll let you, you know, you can have a good, you know, you just. I mean, I don't know why you're so scared. You're in the. Where do you guys come from? You seem very, very strange of other people around here. Everyone's usually so friendly around here.
We're,
a crusader.
We wander. It's kind of our
job. Where are you? Where did you start?
It was so long. I've been traveling for years and years and years.
It's a small town. You wouldn't know it.
Oh, well, I don't know much. I'll give you that. Well, I'm just going to go back then. Oh,
can we just have a minute to discuss, and we might consider.
Dungeon is that way. He points his axe like towards where the city is, and he says, "And just say that, I've seen you. I'll tell the guards exactly what you look like, so then they can just welcome you in. Yeah, and then there'll be a warm pot of broth there for you, and a cold beer."
Sounds
you guys are too kind. Thank you.
Oh,
thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We you know, we like to treat those that give us kindness with kindness. That's just the dwarven way. And then they plod along.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, if you're going to litter or leave anything, please just pick it up and get it to the next nearest recycling bin. With you. You'll shudder with hearing us to the recycling bin.
How very ecologically friendly of them.
I'm all for evil, but let's keep the planet intact, you know?
I know, right?
Okay, so I'd
For
like
a
to.
laugh, should we throw some plastic in the sea?
No.
You can do whatever you want.
But you know, we could.
That is a really bad idea.
But what are you talking about? Evil.
Funny.
I know evil, but I'm trying to, we're trying to keep our identity under wraps here, and doing exactly what the boss told us not to do is potentially not a good idea.
We could throw a bit of plastic nearby the Ratman settlement.
Big
How would
brain.
that look on them? Oh no, I'm Fallon's a master of 4D chess.
Not incorrect.
Yeah. What do you guys want to do? Please, let me know when you've decided.
Well, my concern is there's always a chance the guy that he tells on the front door will know exactly who one of us is by our description, and is going to go, "That's a member of the Dark Lord's army." So I think the front door is now off limits.
Off limits for you, maybe, but for the more mask-wearing type, I have options.
Yeah, we could disguise ourselves.
Disguising ourselves wouldn't get us in there, though, would it? Because the description's already been given.
Description of what you're wearing is probably more accurate.
All right.
I mean, if we show up nude, they wouldn't know it was us.
They also wouldn't let you in.
That's true.
World is kind to naturists.
Prentice, is there no nudist colonies?
Got dignity.
The nudist dwarven city was next along.
We've got time to get there.
Let's go there.
Yeah, I say we go
Do you
there.
just want to go to the...
I say we go to the nudist colony.
I am down.
I mean, if you're all down
My
for it,
wife would
All
not.
I'm going to say is this robe is
Fix
really
that.
uncomfortable. It's not freeing at all.
You know,
yeah,
I do
absolutely. I
feel
mean, you
that.
can. If, is that what we're doing? 'Cause I
This
will
is not a
absolutely run
unanimous
that.
decision.
No,
The
it
lass
doesn't
was
need to be
married.
unanimous. Okay, so
I don't see any.
Murder,
I
Falion,
don't
and
see anyone
Fortello
laughing.
head off to the next city. Flats, what are you doing?
I have no idea. Do you know what? I think I'm going to go and investigate the hot meal and a place to stay claim.
Perfect.
I think
No,
I'm just
no,
going to
that's
go.
great.
I'm just going to go and investigate.
Right, if she doesn't get
yeah.
murdered, I don't know what I can say to you, Ventus. Just clearly not being good DM.
See, I know James well enough. This place, completely fine. Like, I'm 90% certain this offer, completely genuine.
No. You should know me well enough to know that I have no idea what
James
whether
doesn't.
this place is good or not.
He's like, gonna
I
roll
will
a
be
die.
making some
Shit.
rolls to see that.
He's now going, what's unarmored DC like for these characters?
I make up half of the HPs of all your enemies. Okay. First we're going to go to the nudist colony because that sounds like the most fun bit. And then we'll do the stupid investigating afterwards. Sorry. Okay. You three head off to the next town, and then while you're going on that journey, is there anything you want to do? And then I'll go to investigate, and I'll cut between.
I'm just going to go to the loo and get a drink real quick. So you guys keep
Oh,
going
okay,
on that.
perfect.
And
Then
I'll come
we'll
back.
do nudist colony first.
All right, no worries.
Is there anyone who's objecting in the chat, Matt? Just before we get. I mean, it's not going to be like.
Do I need to answer that? I mean, do you think anyone in the chat is objecting?
No, I don't think so. But I just need.
I'm going to throw this one out there. Do you think anyone in the chat's chatting?
I also agree that's probably unlikely. How many people we got watching?
2.
Perfect. Two is what we deal with.
I mean, there's more in the chat, but
Well,
I'd like to point out, for some
continue
reason,
then.
Rihanna seems to be one of those.
I don't know why.
Well, it
She's
says
right
Rihanna's a
here.
moderator in it, so whether or not she's got it in the background, I don't know.
Anyway, we'll head to the nudist colony.
On the way, I just want to do perception checks to make sure there's no one following us, like rat men or anything like that.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
19.
19. Oh, you find a hermit's hollow, but no one's following you.
There's a hermit's place.
Yeah, there's a hermit. He's
I
actually
don't-
on the road. He's just bathing in the mud from like the road.
I go, hermit!
Yes. What do you want?
Is there more, you seem lonely, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Have you got any friends around here, or is it just you?
I'm a hermit.
Oh, the temptation to kill him is so easy. How far away are we from the town?
Are you asking me now, or are you asking James?
I'm asking my fellow travelers. How far are we away from the town?
You're about 20 minutes away.
I call it 19. But he's
I want to do a quick investigation to see if I can find a small ditch or something I could dispose of the body in quite easily.
You find the hermit's hovel. Oh wait, yeah, roll to investigate. I'll give you it. But the
Yeah.
hermit lives by the road. He's a really bad hermit. He's like really close to society. I'm just enjoying this take at this moment, and it's like,
Yeah. I have.
what do you want to do?
Yeah, I really want to kill this one. I want to kill the hermit.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill the hermit.
What do you want to do to him?
So I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna take him over to the side. I'm gonna take, here, my friend, I've got some food for you, and I'm gonna walk him into the woods a bit more.
Okay, thank you.
And then I am going to use. Basically, I'm just gonna stab him with my short sword.
Yeah, sure. You roll to hit.
That is a 14 to hit,
Yeah, 14 hits.
and that is am I doing? Sorry, I'm
I was
doing it
gonna
now.
take
That
off
is
the jumper.
a 9 plus 2d8. Oh, not a d100. How do I cancel that?
You kill him. I don't. I think you definitely kill him.
Yeah, so that
He's
is
dead. He's
20. That's 18 damage.
Yeah, he would have died if you gave him 5 damage.
Okay, cool. And then I just go, better. And I go,
Perfect. Yeah. There's
What
a
have I
dead
missed?
hermit in the forest now.
Oh, there's
so
a dead
technically
hermit
you
in the
have
forest.
littered. So you have achieved a lot of your so 2 of your desires.
can I try and hide the body first as well? Like, just put some-
Yeah, roll me a survival check to hide the body. You're losing the undergrowth and everything else.
Yeah. 17.
17, yeah, no, sure you do. Danny,
I
what?
have a suggestion. Why hide the body when we can attract animals to it, to eat on it, and then, oh look, the Batman has been here too.
It's not properly buried. It will take a couple of days for the animals to show up as well.
I suppose.
It's just buried enough so he won't be instantly found on the side of the road.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. So you enter the next town. The next town, everyone is butt naked. There's it's just, it's exactly like a normal fantasy town, except there aren't any clothes sellers or armorers. Just a bunch of just a normal town, except they're all nude. They're still going with their pickaxes and going into the mines.
oh, that's health and safety
There
hazard.
are a lot of doctors
Yeah.
around, a lot of clerics about, for some reason.
A lot of what, sorry?
Doctors, clerics.
Yeah,
Right.
a lot of healers, because apparently a lot of accidents happen these days.
I imagine that's because there's a lot of accidents, involving peepees.
Yeah. Yes.
So my character's going to put all his stuff into his backpack.
Yeah.
All his clothes in his backpack and try and just go through like one of the locals.
Okay. Give me a. I mean, you're just gonna walk through, aren't you? Like a normal.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, just like a normal person. Complete. Like I just
Give
have
me
to.
a roll to see how comfortable you are, and if you're all gonna go nude.
What do you want? Just a straight D20 then?
Yeah, I mean, you can add your base charisma check to it, so your big charisma modifier to it. So just a charisma check to see how confident.
Oh, okay.
Falian,
Modified
Murder, are
20.
you going to do the same?
Sure.
When
Give me
in
a
Rome,
charisma check. What did you get, Cooley?
Modified 20.
Modified 20? Danny?
natural 20, but my charisma is a -1.
Still nat 20. You're walking around like you've got the
Just want
most
to say,
confidence
I'm
in the
still
world.
wearing my mask. Like,
Yeah,
my mask
oh,
is still
are
on,
you?
but everything else. Yeah.
Oh, interesting indeed. Everyone's still looking at you, but you've got a confidence that you're just no one's looking at your mask.
He's got BDE.
You're new people in town. No one's gonna think, oh, they're a bit weird. Falia, what did you get?
21.
Say again.
21.
Perfect. You're all like, you have no problem fitting into this nudist colony. Where would you like to go in the
adventure stops.
town?
Just end it. Started
I
life.
wouldn't just happy and retire here.
Are you? You can do whatever you want.
You know what? Being evil's not all worth it. I reckon I'll just stay here.
You all find a new calmness in nudity, and realise that clothes were the things that were holding you back in life. It wasn't murdering the king. It wasn't spreading evil. It was clothes, and now you've destroyed the evil of clothes.
Is everyone going to be butt naked on this quest now?
You also
I don't know
don't
if
get
I'll
your
be able to
AC, like your AC is now whatever it is when you're not armored.
Hang on, I'm de-equipping my armor for now. Cool. Yeah. So I want to talk. Is there like a town crier or a newspaper or something, like someone I can get news from? Actually, is there a homeless person?
Yeah, just a homeless person. Homelessness is a. Well, actually, I need to. Give me an investigation, because you can't really. It's hard to tell, because usually you tell a homeless person by the tattered clothes. And it's a bit difficult.
16.
16. Yeah, you find there is one person on the. He's just sat on the side of the road with a little a tin can and a sign that says "Will mine for money," and he's looking. He's just like, anyone, please, it gets cold at night.
I would say put some clothes on, but you're in a fucking.
Did you say
That
mine
really helps,
or
yeah.
mine?
Mine. He will mine for money. You're still in a dwarven mining town, but it's just a nudist colony mining town. And at that point, so where do you want to go? And then we'll move on to.
I'm just gonna ask him if there's anything is there anything interesting happening in the town, and then give him a gold for his efforts if he gives me anything good.
Oh, gold that will pay for some new food and not clothes, because they don't sell clothes here. Oh no, I don't. Nothing really interesting happens here. I mean, there was a dragon earlier that sort of came in. Sort of, we welcome dragons because they understand our nudist ways, and he seemed to sort of collect some interest he'd been dealing with in the bank. But apart from that, that was quite exciting. But yeah, that's it really.
Oh, that's kind of useless, but I still give him the gold because I'm a man of my word.
Oh, thank you, you kind and good man. And then he takes that gold and goes into he goes into a shop, buys some firewood, sets up a fire, and then sits by the fire. Yeah. Okay. Well, where do you want to go now? Is there sort of a general direction you want to go in the nudist colony?
I was hoping there would be some information that we could kind of use.
Odd question, but is there a strip club?
No. There's no strip club.
Rip off.
That's why.
We
I
have the
wanted to
clothes
know.
club.
They just unbutton their skin to reveal their
Is where hot dwarven women put some clothes on and then swing around a pole, and they start putting clothes on in a sexy way.
Dwarven women have beards.
Well, that's the thing about dwarves. It's hard to tell. So that's why it's so popular, because you can tell when they put clothes on.
It's easier to tell.
It's easier to tell.
Is there a tavern?
Yeah, it's just dwarves.
It's just
There's a
dwarves.
tavern. Do you want to head towards the tavern?
Just so it's gonna be
Yeah.
easier than the anti-strip
Yeah.
club.
Okay, yeah, head towards the tavern.
Nothing's tickling Thalian's pickle here because it's just dwarves. So
Philasta,
I think he just needs to.
what would
drown
you
in
like to
words.
do? So you go towards the gate of the fort, and there are two guards there standing at the gate. And then as you go in, they go, "Oh, you're one of the people that they were who helped us, told us about the Ratmen. Come on in."
Oh, can cheers.
If you come on in, the door's open.
She needed.
You can come on in, Miss. You know, the tiefling.
Blankly.
Are you alive?
Ah, sorry, I brain said no. Okay, I'm.
We
I'm
saw that.
I'm, I just went. Okay, I'm
Okay,
assuming
clearly
both,
we're not being
you know,
interesting enough. Clearly, a
I-
nudist colony
sorry.
is not interesting
Nah.
enough.
I'm trying my best. I
Too
really
bad.
am. Okay, so I'm assuming we're back on, you know,
Yeah.
my bit again. Okay, so recap to me what someone has just said.
They said, come on in.
Oh, great! I would like to go on in.
Perfect. You go on in, and in front of you is a giant hall of lots of long tables and lots of dwarf miners who are eating. This seems to be sort of a communal eating area
Nice.
from the dwarves. And, you know, there are a couple of sort of higher up dwarves at the top table, which are on a higher platform. Think Harry Potter. Except mining dwarves and
yeah.
non-magical food.
Nice.
And then one of that same guard follows you through and says, "Well, if you just want to get some food and then ask anyone where the guest beds are, and we'll take you there, and then you'll have a nice sleep. Where are your comrades?"
They weren't feeling like, you know, coming to settle down for a while. They've just gone off to the next town. I don't really know what's there.
Oh, I see why. There is a lot of, we get a lot of people coming from that town, and then we have to arrest them because they're not following our rules. It's a real problem here.
Oh dear. Okay. Well, in that case, I would like to I'd like to mention to him. Yeah, you know, I've gleaned a basic idea of what goes on in that town, and you know, it's just
Oh,
I'm used to.
they're a perfectly normal town,
Yeah,
but
I-
just no clothes.
I'm just used to being clothed, and you know, I feel a bit weird about it since
I
I'm like, married and whatever.
feel
so-
the exact same way. It's a weird not to wear clothes.
Yeah. Actually, by the way, do you have any Is there, you know, a writing desk in my guest rooms for?
Oh, I mean, you can just write on the. I mean, we can get you some pen, some ink and quill and paper if you would like.
No, I have all that. I should be fine. Okay.
I mean, you could just write on the dinner table if you want.
Could do. All right. Well, thank you very much. I'll grab some food and.
Oh,
come
and
back later.
the local mayor wants to speak to you. By the way, he wanted to say hello and thank you for telling us about the rat men.
Thank you. I'll you know, I'll.
He's
get the food
the
then.
big dwarf on the top table there.
Oh, is he here? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he's a couple of about 100 feet away from you.
Okay.
But you know, you're in the same technically in the same room.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna go up to him and you know, give him a little nod of the head.
There's an old sort of rugged dwarven fellow with a long beard, and it's very sort of intricately sort of twists and turns in his beard, and it's very elegant.
I imagine
And
he's
he's sort of
probably
stepped back like this, and he's
Okay.
so you're the one.
I am.
You're the
Okay.
one who told us about the rat.
Yes.
Tell me, why were you there?
My companions and I are travelers. We, you know, go about looking for adventuring work and things like that, and we were just happening to pass through to see.
So no demons or demonic creatures sent.
Well, you know, obviously I'm a tiefling, but that's just an inherent thing, and you know.
No eternal being sent you to tell us this. Because in my mind, you've been sent from heaven. Welcome to the old town of Dunleer. Our food is yours, and our beds are yours as well. We are so pleased that the Ratmen are gone now. Well, once the battalion got there, the Ratmen weren't there anymore. So clearly the battalion had scared them off. And so then the Ratmen have gone. So this is perfect. Well,
Really?
thank you so much. You have, as a group, saved our town, and without even any conflict, those Ratmen are still out there, and we're going to tell the king about this. We have a messenger going straight to the king, talk about this apparent invasion by the Dark Lord. But we have only gratitude for you, the greatest people in the world. You clearly are the heroes of this land.
Thank you. It certainly means a lot that someone of your social standing would be willing to acknowledge a humble traveler such as myself. If you don't mind, I'm rather hungry and a little tired. So
Yes, of course, absolutely. Eat.
Thank you very much, sir. And I would like to go and grab a little food.
I'm going to remind you guys that you have that mind link thing.
I was
45 minutes per
Yeah, we
day.
do, don't we?
I'm going
Yes,
to remind
yeah.
you because this will then make having the party split up a hell of a lot easier.
Yeah. Okay, so I'd like to finish my food,
Yeah.
go and ask about the guest rooms, and then.
Yeah, guest rooms are up there to the right.
Thank you, sir. And I'd like to, pop up and.
Perfect. It's a closed door with a key that you could lock.
Yes, I would like to lock the room and check to see if there's anything amiss, or if.
Roll me investigation.
Okay. 17.
And this is the nicest town in the world. They don't think anything's wrong. You're just some adventurers who told them some information, and you're already the greatest, which is really fucking weird that they just reward people so much for such little work.
It is a bit
Crazy.
strange.
These.
A little bit suspicious.
It's a bit sus. Anyway,
A little bit sus.
I would like to very quietly use a little mind link in order to contact. I want to contact specifically Falion, since he seems to know what he's doing.
And the rest of them don't. Good. You Falion, you hear just in your mind whilst you're walking into the tavern, just a do 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 do. You pick up. Oh wait, no. What did you say?
I said, can I hang up?
Yeah, absolutely. You can deny the request.
No, I'm joking. I'll pick up.
Thank you. I'm gonna say, yeah. So I'm in the, they were genuine on their offer and whatever, but that's not the point. Anyway, having a bit of an issue since the initial plan to have the dwarves fight the Ratmen is not, in fact, going to work, since the Ratmen have run off the second that the Dwarven battalion got to them. So, what now? I'm gonna be out as soon as I've had a bit of a rest, and then I'll make my way strategically around the town to meet you at the exit.
So, how certain are you that these people are being genuine? Have you seen any of them? Have they just sort of led you to a room?
I have literally met the mayor of these people. He seems okay, and I've eaten their food. I'm not dead yet, so.
Roll. Can you guys, Murder and Fratello, you just Falion's behind you, and he just stops, and you just look, and he's just chatting away talking on the way to the tavern, in the entrance of the tavern. I assume you've probably sat down whilst you're talking, Thalion.
Yeah, probably.
But you guys can join this group call if you want,
Group chat.
without having to ask permission. Like, you can close the call, but once you open the call, everyone can join if you want.
That's fine. You can do that,
Right.
or
Yeah, I'm gonna join the call. Okay.
So you hear a doo-doo as in your mind another head pops up.
hello. I'm just informing Thalion that the rat men have escaped some dwarven invasion, and I've spoken to the mayor, and they seem to be rather genuine on their offer. I'm going to be out as soon as I can in order to get back to you, because obviously this presents us with rather the large problem.
Do we know which way they were heading?
I didn't think to ask, but I can go down there and perhaps convince them that for adventuring purposes we don't want to run into them again. So
Yeah.
I can go and ask. Yeah.
For all we know, they're heading towards the nudist colony.
For all we know.
Yeah.
I'd like to interject, but not join the call. Just be like,
You
so
can't.
were they genuine? No, talking
you-
to these two that were in front
Oh
of
yeah.
me.
Oh okay.
Just straight talking to them. Are they genuine? Is there free food?
I do a thumbs up.
I just walk out there. And
Daddy
then...
runs.
Wait, are you walking out to go get the free food? Perfect.
I
It
am
takes
head out.
about 20 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
You then
Well, as I'm
Okay.
running down the street, I'm like,
okay,
buttoning
cool,
up.
perfect.
Yeah,
Okay,
put my
now
armor
that you
back
said
on.
that, okay, I was gonna have the funny thing of you being caught short. Funny phrase. But yeah, about 20 minutes later, you hear, so is there some free food? From,
Okay, I'd like
well,
I'd like to re-emerge from my guest room in order to, go and greet my companions. And
absolutely,
Well, they
you
don't
greet
really-
them. They go over to the mayor. He gives the same sort of like interrogating sort of phase, and they're going, "Actually, I'm happy to see you," and does that same spiel, and then welcomes you and invites you to, and he goes, "Oh, we're all here. Shall we have some dwarven whiskey?"
Yes.
And he starts to pour some dwarven whiskey.
All right then. This seems suspicious, but okay.
You can, no, if you want to check the dwarven whiskey,
I want to
Can
use
I
my
check-
divine sense as well.
Okay.
are you starting to check drinks now? Wow, it's such a strange thing. Now you're trying to
I
check
take the
drinks
drink
after you
and
killed
sniff
someone
it.
with one.
It was an accident, to be fair to me.
So you can do a. I'll let you do a investigate check on the drink.
Is the mayor in this tavern? Did you say?
Say again?
Did you say the mayor was in this tavern?
Yeah. So this is a big, giant communal eating hall that the mayor sort of helms. And he's sort of like at a head table, and he's invited you to the head table to drink some whiskey with him, and
I'd like to cross-examine the mayor.
to what?
Cross-examine.
I mean, talk to him, right? Well, just say what you want to say.
Well, sort of like eye him up, see what's like going on, get him chatting, see what.
You seem quite interested in me, good young sir. What would you like to ask me?
Well, how did you become the mayor of this fine young town?
Oh, I was elected in a democratic election.
I'd like to hold back a gag.
Same.
Brilliant. I don't usually do inspiration, but take inspiration both of you.
Thank you.
Yes, democratic election in which we all voted for me, apart from a few hundred people who voted for my dear friend Scarian over here, who's part of the opposition, but he does a good role of it.
How does... Sorry, there you go.
Oh no, just gonna say, when I used my divine sense, did I sense any celestial fiends or undead in this room?
Do you just detect it?
I detect if they are there, and if I see them, then I can physically go, that one.
You detect they're in the room, you can't see them.
Okay.
I don't
Can
like
you
that
tell me
at
which
all.
one it is? You can tell me which one it is.
Wait, so when you detect it, how does it
No.
work?
Okay, so as an action, you can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense 6 seconds. You can sense anything affected by the hollow or known spell's location. Or any hollowed by the spell or known. Any celestial or undead within undead or fiends within 60 foot that is not behind total cover, and you can use this 5 times per long rest. So
He's then you can. It's 60-foot radius.
it has no radius.
Oh, okay, so you can detect it, but you can't.
Yeah, I
but
can't.
the whatever it is further than 60 foot away from you.
Yeah, but I can at least know. I think I can know which one it is of the sort. But that's
it's weird. It's very weird. There's a combination of almost there's like a tinge of undead, a slight smidge of celestial. You've never heard this. This would be some all-powerful being.
Oh, don't like that.
okay.
Very weird. You've never you know what evil beings are, but you can detect a very powerful source of evil. But it's like some sort of a heavily celestial.
Okay.
Celestial undead. Okay. I'm not going to tell anyone I've seen this. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, sure.
Do I notice that
Oh, what did you roll on the investigate for the glass? If you wanted to check the glass.
Yeah, I didn't even do it. But I was gonna ask, do I notice that he senses that anything is?
No. If he wants to,
I'll roll the investigation glass. Got an 8 anyway, so.
You guys have no reason to distrust. These guys are good guys. Like they found you out in the woods and weren't suspicious of you. They were instantly going, "Oh, we instantly believe you." There is a trust here that you've never come across in your entire lives.
So I instantly do not trust it.
Exactly.
All of
Say
us have
again,
got trauma of some
Jacob?
sort, clearly.
I said that's suspicious.
That is suspicious to you guys, definitely. Do you want to take the drink?
I'm going to cast protection from poison on myself, and then I'm going to drink it.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna sit around and wait until someone else drinks it before I.
He drinks it from the same bottle that you drink.
I take a sip because I'm very wary of its dwarven alcohol, so I expect it to be strong as fuck.
It's slightly strong, but it's nothing that you guys can't handle. You've dealt with the booze the Dark Lord has, which is much stronger than this. It's dwarven whiskey. It's good dwarven whiskey. It's like proper, 300 years old dwarven whiskey that's aged.
What's our code word
Do we have
that
one?
we use?
I don't
We
know
had
what
one
your
in the,
safe
we
word
had
is.
one. We had the word in the first fight that Matt used.
Oh, I can't remember what it is.
Well, that's the great thing about a code word, is that you're meant to remember it. So I'm gonna play this as it is the fact that you guys don't have a code word until you remember what the code word was.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Do you
Okay,
know what the code word
You
was.
need to, this is the thing. You need to
James
write down
doesn't
these
know.
things.
My
Yeah,
character
no
was
clue,
there.
mate.
Your
so I didn't-
character
I didn't
should
start writing
remember a
notes at that
code
point.
word.
Christ. Okay.
Imagine
that's fine.
still having a Zoom call.
Yeah, our characters remember it, but we don't.
Yeah. There's
That's
a
James.
there is a
Yeah.
feat. There is a feat that you can actually take, which will let you basically ask the DM for anything that's previously happened, and we don't have it. I don't think.
Oh,
Yeah, it's fair enough.
Absolutely not, because I wouldn't allow it because that involves me having to do a hell of a lot more work than I'm doing right now.
that's
James would
bollocks.
have to
Gonna
take
use it as a
notes.
way
I have
for
to
warm
take notes
people.
work.
myself.
Hey,
I haven't even
do
got my
work.
notes up. Like, I remember.
Temptation to call Matt out of the spirit realm to just tell us the code word.
Oh, we could just watch the old stream.
We could.
Don't watch the old
Except,
stream. There's
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
spoilers on the old stream.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot that was that.
But we'd only been watching the first 20 minutes.
To be fair,
Yeah, probably.
I would allow you to. I mean, what? Why? I would allow you to say something odd that will. I mean, okay,
I
no,
don't-
because
do we need
if
a
you're in
code
a
word?
situation where
I'm-
you forgot, everyone's forgotten the code word, or no, where you particularly have forgotten the code word, what would you do?
I would just.
Man, that's a watermelon. Yeah.
I would know the code
Anything
word,
where you
right?
go.
So, do you know what? This drink causes me to feel like there's not a single problem in the world.
Hmm.
Are you sure you haven't got the hiccups there? That was quite an emphasis on problem. Have you got a problem?
Thalassa would like to clear her throat, give the member of her party closest a bit of a nudge as she leaves, and get up from the table and go up to her room.
Yeah, sure.
I say.
He grabs the whole the man. If you guys go, do you all want to just?
I'm going to thank
silently
him for the
leave?
lovely drink. Was the drink nice?
Yeah, it was gorgeous. It was beautiful dwarven whiskey. It's probably the best whiskey you've ever had. Best tasting, not as strong as the Dark Lord's alcohol is more like paint stripper than it is good tasting alcohol.
This
The
beer.
question is, if this whiskey's so nice, why are they just handing it out?
That's true. That is very suspicious. Why would good people do good things? That's such a dick.
Uh, I'm going to
I mean, he
pray
did
to him and
pause
go,
it here, though.
thank you.
I like it. You get inspiration for that, Jacob. I'm just giving out inspiration all I want. Very beautiful. Okay, yeah, you go to the next. You can go to upstairs. The mayor's like, okay, farewell, friend, and drink
Thank
the
you
rest.
for the lovely drink.
Thank you,
Okay.
gentlemen.
Carry the drink with me, you guys.
There's
Okay.
something. Yeah, I go, we've got a problem.
Alright, are we all like huddled in my room now?
Yeah.
Can we just make sure the door's locked?
Yeah.
4 people going up into a single room? That's not suspicious at all.
There's like 4 rooms in a hallway
Okay.
that doesn't lead anywhere else. So
So
there are
we're
so
in a
many.
hallway.
Worst comes to worst, we can just
You
say
You
it's
mean?
an
I mean,
orgy.
it's not suspicious for 4 people to go into a room who 4 adventurers who know
Thalassa's
each
a
other to
lesbian, leave her
hang out.
alone.
Alright. No, fair enough.
I'm just saying it's not suspicious. Yeah.
I'd like to check under the bed, in the cupboards, in the drawers.
Give me an
maybe? Like,
investigation
if there's a window, open the window, check out the window, up and down, and
Give me an investigation check. You can. So with inspiration, it works as you can just add advantage onto it if you don't know.
Yeah, so just do 2 rolls.
Yeah,
But then once you've used it, you use it.
13.
Yeah.
I've used it.
You don't think there's anything wrong with? Yeah, no, you can't find anything wrong with this room.
I don't like that.
I'm gonna
Why?
go.
Why is there? No, okay, go ahead.
Can I
do
do
you
my
want to
divine
do that
sense
game?
again?
Something wrong
Pixie?
not wrong in here.
Can I do my divine sense again?
Yeah.
Is it stronger now or weaker than when it was before?
Weaker.
Weaker. Cool.
Okay. I'm so. Are you mentioning this to the group?
Yeah, I'm gonna say exactly what I sort of felt. It's like it was weird. It was like celestial but undead, and it was a weird mixture. It was almost like a really bad ice cream flavor.
Yeah. Like shit ice cream. Like
Oh,
it's
Ben and
shit ice cream
Jerry's.
mixed with it's Ben and Jerry's shit ice cream, so it's still good
Oh.
because it's Ben and Jerry's, but it's like
Shit flavor.
yeah.
say Ben and Jerry's chocolate cookie dough because it's just like worse cookie dough.
No, it's literal shit
let's
ice cream.
not
But
that.
it's good
Literal
quality.
shit ice
It's
cream.
good
I was
quality
thinking
shit
blood
ice cream.
sausage ice cream.
Like
Yeah,
vegan
that
ice
was
cream.
great.
Oh, that sounds awful. Yeah. Okay. Well, gonna say, is it anything particularly dastardly that we might be able to win over, or do you think it's working for the dwarves?
Definitely not Muttley.
You would say so. There's a I'll just give you so the Dark Lord was a powerful evil being, but he at this point, him at his best, trembles in power compared to this being, which is
Okay. It is perhaps time for us to fuck off.
I agree. I
Evil. You can't tell if it's good or evil or not, so it could be on our side, could be completely against us.
Even if it's evil,
Yeah,
it
but-
doesn't necessarily mean that it's on our side.
No, but it might help us destroy
I don't want to take that
a
risk.
town if it's being held prisoner here. No.
Do we take
You
the
don't
prison
know.
then?
Considering the
How
Dark Lord
prisoner, you
didn't
don't know if
like
it's
this
on
tower.
their side. You don't know if it's manipulating them, or if it's
Okay.
change, or if it's manipulating anything else.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
okay.
I think it might be time for us to run.
yeah. We could stay the night. The chances of it hurting us in the evening is pretty unlikely.
Or maybe it comes out in the evening.
Could I talk to my pact guy? You know.
Yeah, but I'll let you do it in a long rest. I won't let you. I'll let it be like a meditative sleep, sort of dream conversation.
Cool.
But
We'll go
so-
on ahead.
I would like to suggest that we stay in pairs, at least.
Agreed.
yeah,
And I'd also like to write a letter to my wife.
beautiful. You write a letter to your wife. Do you want to?
Nice.
Do you want to get like a dwarf to go send it?
No, I'm going to send it after we leave the town.
Okay.
Because I don't trust anyone.
Wow. I was gonna offer a maven to take it, but no.
Oh my god, yeah, you do have ravens, don't you?
Yeah.
Can I borrow one?
Yeah.
Can I steal one?
Yeah,
Fantastic.
I'll use that.
Amazing.
And stuff.
Very vibey of you.
Okay. Are we all gonna sleep then?
Yeah.
Cool.
What time is it now?
It's getting late. It's about 9 o'clock now. 8, 9 o'clock.
Is it darkish out then?
Yeah, very. It's gotten dark out.
I'd quite like to take a stroll and see if I
Yeah.
can find anything weird about this village. Like knowing
Go
like,
on then.
what's
Please do.
area.
I'll be teamed with him. I'll team up with him, so not alone,
Yeah.
and I'll
Cool,
detect
cool.
magic as I go. So if I see anything magical, it will go off.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
So perfect. You walk through the. Can you please roll me perception check? Perception check.
Oh. 9.
9. Okay.
Move.
Is that just no in German, or is that your answer?
Both, to be honest.
Good. Valiant. Sorry,
15.
you keep slightly cutting out to me. So what was it again? Sorry, you cut out.
15.
15. Okay, cool. I'm gonna see if I can. No, you're up. 100%. Okay. So yeah, you find yourself just both of you just walking along Falion, you hear in the something in the back of your ear just a footstep. You turn around, nothing there. You sort of go to look closer, and then down this sort of dark alley. Give me the investigation.
Investigation check.
Yeah.
Tell me so I can turn around.
You
Has
can see
anyone
Falion
in this
breathing,
party
like,
seen a horror
where
movie
he's
ever?
going towards. You know, you're there to stick with him, so I'll allow you can see that he's looking for something.
So I turn around. Do I see anything
What did
magical?
you get on that, Falion? Sorry.
420, 28. Because I got
28.
plus 8 in investigations.
28 on investigation.
Shit.
I need. Okay.
You've not just found a secret passageway. You found a secret passageway that leads to a treasure, which leads.
Hello.
You find a dwarven body with a sword straight through it, and over it is the standing image of a hunched over furry rat.
Oh
His
shit.
tail
Boy.
turns around, sees you, scarf.
Trying to catch it.
Do you want to run to catch it?
Yeah, I'm not getting done for this murder.
There aren't any guards about. They really.
Oh, I know, but
don't-
if I can catch the rat man, then it kind of
Press the report
proves.
button.
Yeah, where's the report button?
Before we go into this, what are you guys doing?
Batman vent.
Murder and Thalassa, what are you doing?
I
Are you
imagine
just going to go long rest?
Long rest.
I don't
long
really
rest?
need a long rest, so I'm gonna say Thalassa's probably keeping watch.
Okay, cool, perfect.
Do I like have I heard anything? Or is
Give
there,
me a
like...
perception check, Thalassa.
Okay.
I'm going to just roll some dice.
13.
Those dice rolled good. You don't hear anything.
Okay.
She's gonna hear something right in a second.
Okay. Yeah, you find you go outside to the. Yeah, you find okay. So this alley is sort of an L shape. You went through one end. He scamped off that way. You're running after him. Can you roll for me? Can you roll for me to check your? I need to check the speed of a rat man.
No,
Can you tell me what your speeds are, and then I'll tell you what you need to then roll athletics.
Yeah, so is that acrobatics or athletic? What do you mean
It'll be
speed?
athletics.
Sorry.
'Cause it'll be running. It'll be
Just
running.
athletics. All right.
Yeah, and I've got nothing that will help my speed. That's my
I
other
got
character.
13 minus 1, so 12.
I've got 30 speed, so
Yeah, I assume you've all got about 30. If anyone's got more, then tell me. But if not,
it'll be in the
walking. It'll
top
be walking
row.
speed.
If you're using D&D Beyond, it's the top row next proficiency.
I'm on D&D Beyond.
What?
Yeah, so 30 feet. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. So I just need to
And
know
then-
if you can move at like 40
And
feet, then you're going to
athletics
catch
roll.
up with him.
Oh, that's
what-
not bad. How's a natural 20, 28?
You catch up to the rat man instantly. What about you, Falion?
So I've rolled 13 minus 1 for athletics, and then yeah, walking's just 30 feet.
30 feet. What? 13? Did you say?
30. Yeah, for the athletics.
Okay, yeah, you don't quite catch up to him.
All right.
Then yeah, you instantly get to him. Patello, what do you want to do to him? He's squirming. Do you want to grapple him or?
Oh, I'm gonna try and I'm gonna try and choke him out.
Roll strength, opposed strength check to grapple him.
Oh, 19.
Yeah, you instantly grab him, and he rolled a nat 1. So I think he's just like, and
It's not
he
to
just
kill him. Obviously, it's to knock him out.
faints out of he faints. He's not like dead.
Are we winning over the dwarves even further and bringing him in?
Yes.
Yes, we are.
Big
I am not
brain.
being done for murder. Like,
Okay,
not when
roll
there's a
me
massive demon creature.
roll me a check. Can you so yeah, as you head back to the dwarven hold,
tying
the
him up
main
with rope
door
first.
is what? Say again?
I'm tying him up with rope first, so if he wakes up, there's no chance of him squirming out of this.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. You open the door, and the door of the dwarven hall is slightly at a slant open. There are no guards outside.
Oh, this is not good.
Have I managed to take like a 4-hour meditation in this time?
Yes, you will. Yeah. Do you want to do that now quickly, and then we'll do that now.
That's my
so
long
you-
rest, firstly.
Yeah. So you well, I mean, you can do a long rest is 8 hours.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
meditate
Okay, you do a long rest.
before.
But you've not slept at all, but you've not heard anything either.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a So as you meditate, the world you fall asleep, and all you can see you imagine a tree, and upon that tree is a large raven who turns, and as the turning of the raven, the figure of who's your god?
Fae.
Is it a raven?
He was ancient Fae or something.
Yeah.
You can
So
choose.
it's like a bird fairy, but
Yeah.
some dark being appears, and he, hello, murder.
Hello, your liege. Your liege?
You can call me whatever my name is, but you know my name.
That name.
What's his name? I'll let you make up the name.
Barry.
Aurorus? Let's go with
Aurorus!
Aurorus.
Sounds like a plan. Yes.
Hi, Aurorus. It's
Hello?
been a hot minute.
It certainly has. You've been assisting the Dark Lord since I last checked in. There's been a lot of change around since then.
That there has.
How can I
I was
assist
just
you?
hoping for some advice. As
Yes.
I assume you are aware of the passing of the Dark Lord.
I'm aware of that notion.
My intention is the same, to kill the king, and however, this evening, a companion of mine sensed a unusual presence.
I've sensed it too. It's
Big
scared the
brain.
The Fae have felt a tremble in our making. It seems there has been a change in the heaven. Those that decide fate have been changed and uprise. The world, your world and our world is on the verge of change. We sense great presence of a being that doesn't seem to want to accept anything. We don't know what happened, because obviously the Fae live in our realm, and the Celestials above live in theirs, and we generally don't talk, but those that did talk heard a lot of radio silence from up there. There's been a change. And I can't help but think that the Dark Lord's passing has something to do with it. Because, well, when you create a vacuum, something, really. And sometimes that thing, the thing in the dark, the absence of light, the most scary thing of all, even for us, people of that. Is there anything else you would like, my son?
Should I consider it an ally, or should I try to become an ally of it? Should it be considered
I think
best for
the being this powerful, I believe the only options are bowing or die.
Well, you know me. I'll be bowing.
Yes, you are
What is
you are a
your-
little bitch like that. Yes.
I am a little bitch. You know me.
Ah.
We do respect the power.
Oh, absolutely.
Will
There's
the
nothing-
Archfey? Do you foresee a confrontation between yourselves and this being?
We have not yet had a confrontation, but as we will see what arises. We are prepared for war, should it arrive. The Fae do not
Should the
meddle with
situation
the world of men and beings of matter. We also do not meddle in the world of fate. We meddle in what we do and nature, and that's where we live.
We
Now,
are so
my
very
son,
dead.
I believe time for you to wake up. And then he bats wing, and you just hear it. You feel the strength of the wings do that. You gain 5 temporary hit points.
That's scary.
With that bat, and yeah, you wake up. Can you both roll me perception, please?
Mm-hmm. 13.
Natural 20. Plus it.
You hear glass shattering from somewhere in the fort.
Great, time to leave.
Yep. I'm good.
Yeah,
Alright, can we
Okay,
take a little break here?
we're gonna just introduce this as everyone comes in. As you guys enter, so the way out is always through the Great Hall, and the way in is, and you all sort of come in at the exact same time. You know, you've had a really long stroll out, a 4-hour long stroll, but you've gone through everywhere and you've only found that one rat man, and you all come in together to see the viscera ahead of you, as every dwarf in the hall has been slaughtered.
Oh,
Blood
Well, Wilson, we
everywhere.
lose.
You are now in there. There is a layer of blood along the floor, which is at least, like, I would probably say half an inch thick.
Told you we should have stayed in the nudist colony.
There
That's
is a.
impressive.
This isn't the way that. So with Ratmen, it's always it's always carnage, but it's eating. Nothing that they would normally do is this efficient. This isn't normal Ratmen behavior. This isn't normal invasion behavior. This is something else entirely.
I think I'll go back upstairs.
Can I roll an investigation to see if I can see signs of magic? Wait, is my magic still up?
Generals on the other side. What did you say?
Is the magic still up?
Um,
Like
So
detect magic still up?
being which you thought you felt has gone.
ooh.
Hold on. So, me and Fortello went out, found
Yeah.
this rat man had killed
You
someone.
you went out for a stroll. I assume you checked the
Yeah.
entire city, the
Yeah.
entire town,
Okay.
and when you check through the entire town, and you only found this one body and this one rat man who had clearly killed him. And then
James, Matt in the chat is requesting a break.
oh yeah, well we'll end it here quickly. We'll have a quick break, and then
Okay.
yeah, we'll have a 5-10 minute break, but then it's not going to be a really late one. I think maybe an hour longer. Is that good with everyone?
Yarp.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I just know that some people
It
have
gives
got
me
work,
time until like
some people have
1:30 midnight to do all my lectures.
But yeah, you should do your lectures during the day then.
Listen,
To be fair, that is
that's
on
for
you.
weaklings.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, so basically what happened? You and Fortello went out outside. Danny meditated. Thalasser, I'll let you use that as a short rest if you want to add some hit dice. But if you've not, I don't think you've taken any damage.
I mean,
so
I'm still at like full. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm still at full
no,
HP.
so-
So.
not
You're
really.
wizards, you get your spell back out short rest as well, don't you?
Mhm.
So yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, and then basically you went away. Something happened here that they didn't hear, so it was clearly silent and deadly.
Right, someone fired.
Someone started, and it caused
It was a
everyone's
gas
throat
attack, that's all it
to split.
was.
I was just about to be like, it was Fortello's farts.
That was the evil. That was the thing you said.
He just
Smelt it,
sensed
didn't
his own impeding fart.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a break. Whoever's watching the stream right now, stop watching the stream.
Stick
'cause
around.
I was getting. Oh yeah, sorry. Not the people watch. I mean, like you guys. If you guys are watching the stream
Yeah.
on your separate thing, close that down. Matt, shall we have a chat in the private
private.
section?
You want to go into
Oh, yeah,
private?
you guys go to private. And then
Oh,
we'll
okay.
do-
Yeah, you guys go into private, and I'll
You
put
go
my
to
video
private.
on.
Okay.
Hello, stream. Rihanna, bugger off. There we go.
Perfect.
Ah, so
Going
we're doing
really
a
well.
BRB without a BRB.
Yeah.
It's going that well
Beautiful.
that, bless him, Chris has actually subscribed to my channel with a paid subscription, and I'm getting subscriptions when I'm not on my own stream. Just
Beautiful. Perfect. I'm loving it. I'm loving this.
I
as
like
a
it. Did
weekly
you
thing.
see the message I sent you? I didn't know if you'd get it because I sent it obviously while you
Oh
were on a
yes. With the.
Because I thought while I've been sat here, while I've been sat here, I've kind of put him together, so I quite like what I've done with his backstory and stuff. So
I'm gonna. I don't think I'm gonna add him in the next one. I think I don't. I'm gonna see. Let me have a quick read because I haven't had really a chance to read it.
yeah, no, that's fine. There's no rush on it. It's one of those kind of the
will-
character is there and he's now ready to go whenever. So
Yeah. No. Perfect. So yeah. I mean, stream. You know I really hope none of them are watching because this is because it's not going to be fun for them if they are.
yeah, so their loss.
Yeah, but you all know that the Dark Lord basically killed God, and then he made and so then he is the celestial being. He's basically killed the whole sort of all of the gods, and so then he is the being that, and with his eternal power, he's gained control over the Ratmen that the Ratmen didn't even have. So that's the hitch there. It's a beautiful thing there. Yeah, I think it's really going well. I think it's I really like what they're all doing. Like they're all trying to like understand and be like, oh,
They're playing nicely into it. I twigged when you said what has happened. my first thoughts were, oh, okay, yeah, I think I know what's going on.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, so that's the beauty which is happening at the moment. I'm loving it. I'm loving.
I can
the
see the look of glee in your face as you're doing this.
I loved it also when Danny was like, "Oh yeah," well, or like, I think it was Danny when he said, "Oh, we'll send them to the rat man to kill the rat." I was like, "Oh my god, that's brilliant!" And so then I rolled to see if the rat man would still be there or they'd just be leaving.
Yeah.
And they were just leaving. So all of this is in rolls, and like I rolled. I remember with Rihanna when she was just like in her room. She rolled a 13 on perception. I rolled for Ratman and then obviously the Dark Lord, and they rolled like a nat 20 and two 17s.
Nice.
So they really rolled really well on stealth. So therefore,
they're just sneaky. Yeah, no one knows.
It was great. And
what I like is I think this is quite a good way of doing the BRB, especially when I'm not in the stream.
Yeah.
We take a 10-minute break to peek behind the curtain.
I think we should definitely. I think then we can do for BRBs we can also do like like I could just be talking to Dan. Well, no, we couldn't do that. That'd be like it's then even if you are in it, we could then just have players chatting.
Yeah, I mean, whilst obviously I'm playing as...
If it wasn't for the fact that I'm keeping everything a secret. And
whilst I'm playing as the other... whilst my other character hasn't come back yet, whilst I'm playing as the blacksmith guy, I suppose that one we can still talk behind the scenes bit, because obviously there's not really going to be any spoilers from my side on that one.
Would you be up for coming in halfway, at the end of this session as your character?
The new one, yeah. I mean, depending on how you're moving, I don't know if you.
I'm thinking as a like they'll go to the next town.
Oh, okay, that's perfect then, because the way I've written the backstory is he basically owns a small smithy between two towns, and I didn't specify which towns because I thought, well, that way it gives you the freedom to basically drop him in wherever.
Well, then it will be a smithy in between the.
Yeah, it's basically a little smithy hut on the road between the two towns.
Cool.
He's also French, because
brilliant.
Why not?
If we say you, okay, what I want to say is I want. Can we say for this character, you have had the Dark Lord. So he's torn through the smithy and almost killed you, but you've like you hid or something, like you rolled really well. Oh, when you're a barbarian, you've just survived the onslaught. Yeah,
so basically when they get there, I could be in the process of rebuilding, essentially.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the way I've written this character, he's neither good nor bad. He just gets on with he tries to just accommodate everyone.
Okay.
So he doesn't care about people's moral alignment. He just wants to help anyone and everyone.
Brilliant.
So,
I'm thinking you're going for like jovial, like, oh yeah, let's fucking rip their heads off. Oh,
he's not particularly smart. The only other thing I've put in there as a funny quirk, because I liked the idea of him being a blacksmith and obviously a retailer, and this idea to me was just brilliant, is to him the highest amount of money feasibly possible in existence is 1 gold piece. The idea of there even being an amount more than that to him is just like just can't even contemplate.
I would say the Ratmen this is what I then I'm going to suggest. The Ratmen went to like tear through your shack, but thought it was abandoned because you haven't sold anything in so long.
Yeah, that's it. He doesn't really have it. He's got a few bit. He had like weapons and stuff up on the walls and that, but he hadn't sold anything for ages.
Yeah, because people don't believe people think you're a con man.
Yeah, when I turn around to say this amazingly handcrafted axe is 1 gold piece.
Yeah.
They just don't, because actually that seems too cheap, and he can't
Brilliant,
understand why
yeah.
no one wants it. But it's the idea, like, so to him, if someone wanted to buy the axe and 2 swords, that's still 1 gold piece. Because
love it.
he can't.
I love it.
So like if you gave him 2 gold pieces,
What?
it would break him.
Yeah.
Like it would quite literally just. Because
That's
that's
gonna be
again,
fun.
that's something you've got the option there of
Perfect.
you can break the character by basically putting him in a situation, and it's only if they're visible. So like you can have a gold piece in his pocket, and then be given another gold piece.
But it's the
But
two
if at
on
any
top of
point,
each
if at any point he happened to reach into his pocket and find 2 gold pieces, he'd be like that. That's it. He's broken until, but like broken in the sense of he just kind of like freezes.
Does he?
and
but,
then
but does it? Is it like? Oh, I've got 50 silver pieces. That's fine.
Yeah,
But
that's
2
fine.
gold-
as soon as
Perfect, I
as soon
love
as something is one, it's 1 gold, but it's like the thing of so as soon as something like, say he had 2 gold pieces in his hand, he'd literally be there just like going brrr. As soon as you take one away and hide it,
Yeah.
he's fine, absolutely fine.
Beautiful. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna get them back in here,
Yeah.
and you can interview them. And I'm gonna go grab a drink.
Okay. Oh, it's just me.
Hello.
Here. Oh, I'm all big. I'm like the main screen. This is weird. There we go. Oh, that was. I didn't like that. That I felt a bit like I'd have to entertain then suddenly. So James is going to go get a drink, and while he's doing that, I've been requested to vibe and vamp and riff with you guys about, what do you think's going on? Let's have a chat. Obviously I know everything, and I'm not going to say anything, but
I'm very scared he's got an undead angel on us.
I don't know anything about undead angels to Google it. But
So
I like
it
the
was
idea of that.
basically a fallen Asmon.
Well, I say I know
basically-
everything. James hasn't told me everything because it's just because
James doesn't know everything.
Yeah.
James doesn't. Yeah, James never knows everything, and I think also, I think it's mainly because James doesn't know what it is. So
We were just discussing it. What's your favourite form of medieval torture techniques?
you guys were discussing my
I
my
wasn't.
favourite medieval
I
torture
definitely was.
technique.
I was going either traditional waterboarding, or Danny went with the growing bamboo under the fingernails.
The classic growing bamboo through someone's quite good because they tested it on Mythbusters, didn't they? And it does actually work.
Yeah.
It's what's the one I like? Is it a cat o' nine tails? I never know if it is that one. The one that's basically a whip. It's basically like a sex whip, but with razor
9 whip,
blades on
yeah.
the end.
Yeah, a 9 tails.
Yeah, and it basically just not only. I just like how evil it is because not only does it actually just like whip you, it takes chunks out of your skin as well. So I think if you're gonna flog someone, flog them properly.
Oh, there's always also the one that was like, where it slowly the stretchers, where they
Yeah.
literally pull
Was
it and
that-
it would stretch you one bit at a time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the thing that was basically like a rack, but with like a screwy bit, like you just wore it on an arm and then it. Slowly...
Yeah, it like pulled your arms and pulled your legs until.
Yeah,
you
it was just a
disagree
rack,
with-
but for individual limbs.
Yeah.
There was that pear-shaped thing, wasn't there, that they put up your bum and then slowly unscrewed it?
Yeah, it's called a butt plug.
No, I don't. Well, I don't know what butt plugs you've been experimenting with, but that's a whole new level that I've definitely not qualified to yet.
Not
But-
qualified. He's still waiting on the license.
I'm still waiting on my certification to say that I'm allowed to use those butt plugs. I can't remember what it was called. It's something like, I think it was called something like the pear because it was pear shaped, and essentially it is just like a pear shaped
Yeah.
metal thing that would go in your bum, and then you just twist the screw and it would just slowly open up.
Oh.
And obviously it was spiky because everything in those days was.
Yeah.
I do like an
Hello.
Iron Maiden as well.
Hello.
You can't go wrong with an Iron Maiden. In fact,
That's
you know
what I
what?
was thinking about.
I'm a big fan of many medieval
We're talking
torture
about torture
devices.
devices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, James,
Oh,
they had no interest in talking about D&D when they came back. Apparently,
didn't
all they were
think so.
talking about was torture.
Well, actually, no. To be fair, that's really on brand for this.
That's
one.
true. At least they're getting into the spirit of being evil.
I think my favourite is the one from Princess Bride, which I know isn't real, but I love it too. The one that takes a certain amount of years of your life and watch setting it, and it's it's a water mill, but then it's got suction pumps, and it
just sucks life from you.
Nipples and the rest of you, and it just sucks the life from you.
It does exist in real life. It's called smoking.
It doesn't have the same pleasure.
If anything, it's probably got more, and it's probably cheaper.
You guys heard of a I think it's from maybe the 16th century, but there's it's very gnarly. So look away now. There's a
What, you gonna show us a picture?
No, there's a thing that used to be used in witch trials back in ye old days, called a breast device, and if you
Just
were
called a
woman, you'd have
breast
your titties-
device.
Yes. So basically, it was just two massive iron claws that stuck out of the wall, right? And if you were a woman, you'd have your titties put in there, and the clamps would be fastened, and then you would be pulled away from the wall.
You just end
That's
up with
gnarly.
really saggy tits.
No, they would come off.
Oh. Well, yeah, but they'd go saggy first, wouldn't they? There'd be a transition where between saggy and
I don't
detached.
think there would be.
Asking the important
There
question.
would be time.
I always ask.
You were getting subscribers, mate. Come on.
It's really hard to Google that and find out what it was, because if you search breast device into Google, there's so many other things.
It's more weird shit.
I even put witch trials afterwards, and I got nothing.
Oh, a device was placed between the breastbones and throat under the chain.
Oh, so it's a
Torture
bit like
devices
that
in
ribcage trap in Saw.
Welcome to Torture TV. We're talking about our favourite torture.
Welcome to Goodstein Gets Out on Twitch. Today we're talking about torture. I believe we've got someone on line one.
Have you ever been tortured before? Tell us now.
If you've been affected by any of the issues raised in today's stream,
If you've been a victim of Elizabethan torture techniques,
I believe on line one we've got.
We want to know that you're a time traveller, and we want to interview a time traveller.
I think on line one we've got Kenneth from Chipping Norton. Kenneth.
Good day. I come from the 16th century, and I was once tortured for saying that Catholics stink.
Speaking, no, I'm not going to say. I so nearly said something that probably could have cost me my job. I really resisted. Well, speaking of someone, okay, it didn't cost me my job, but speaking of Catholic smelling, while I was, as you guys know, working yesterday in the cathedral, I don't know what they were trying to hotbox that cathedral with the incense yesterday. I was genuinely on my little balcony. And when they do the incense, around the altar and all that, they then put it on a little stand. And that little stand happened to be right beneath my little balcony with all my tech stuff.
Oh, no.
By the end of the thing, I genuinely felt so sick. I was sat up there basically whiteying. My shoes that I was wearing were those loud zebra print trainers I've got. And I swear to God, the pattern on it was moving. I was genuinely, I
not realised yet
I could hear colours.
that what they were doing was they were trying to exercise you. Like they were. If we put it above
All
you,
it made
and we
me
do the
realise
chant-
is this is why people become religious, because they probably just hallucinate and see God.
Perhaps we should make him a Catholic.
Let's not go too far with this.
But I was honestly, I felt so sick. I was sat. I basically had to lie down instead of moderating the live chat. I had to lie down on the floor.
They were expunging the demons,
Oh. Well, they very nearly did. I nearly expunged the demons all over the balcony. Which would have been hilarious, because that would have been right on a priest's head.
Midstream.
Yeah,
In the name of the
midstream.
Father.
Everyone, you would have seen it come from the left-hand side of the shot, right down onto the altar. Hopefully right at the moment while he was holding the host up in the air.
That probably would have been.
Brilliant. Shall we continue?
Let's continue. I will thus I will bugger off again. Oh yeah, Danny's not there. Danny's missing, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Danny boy.
Oh Danny boy, the DM James is
I was
calling.
literally asking, can you hear me all right, James?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now we
Okay.
can.
This is I can hear you, but it's just
I Sometimes I cut out.
Yeah.
When other people are talking.
Yeah, that'll be it. All
The
right.
joys of video conferencing as well, because you,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is, unfortunately, it's like because you've also got the nicest, I think, most appealing voice out of all of us here, and
Rude.
To be fair, I agree with
The
that.
posh southern accent.
says you, who is supposedly from Peterborough, but sounds like Hermione fucking Granger.
You're not posh. You're
To
not.
be fair.
I'm afraid I love you to bits, both of you, but Jacob out poshes you in the.
Oh yeah,
every day.
definitely,
I respect that.
definitely. That's why I like hanging out with Jacob, because it makes
That's
me
why
not feel
Jacob's
posh.
cool.
Because thing is, where I live, everyone thinks I am so posh.
As well.
I don't
Yeah,
know
like,
that. Do I, Jacob?
you live in Bradford.
Yeah, I live up north. So to anyone who lives up north, I am, basically I sound like the Queen.
This is what happens when you grow up in theatre. You learn how to speak properly.
I learned how to speak No, this is what happens when you grow up in Oxford.
As you
Yeah,
all know,
I don't really
never
know
learned
what
how to
happened to
speak
me, to be
properly.
honest.
My grandmother went to finishing school. She taught me all about speaking proper and which knife to use for which dish.
I did actually have elocution lessons for a month.
I know you're trying to do a voice, Jacob, but it's just
I had when I did when I was
a
at
bit too real
when
for
I was
me.
at secondary school in Peterborough, I was at Deacon's, and there was me and a load of other guys who got called in to be in Peterborough High's production of Sound of Music, because they didn't have boys at the time because it was still an all-girls school. So they basically imported boys from our school. And because we were from a common, even though it was a grammar school, we were still common because we didn't pay for our schooling. So they insisted that all the boys in the play had to have elocution lessons so they spoke properly. So I got a month's worth of elocution lessons on courtesy of Peterborough High School.
Yeah, I don't really know where my accent comes from because none of my family sound like me, as I'm sure you are aware.
I've not really heard all of your family, so I
say
can't.
a lot of insulting things about where it comes from, and I'm not going to.
Come on.
But
James,
anyway,
don't be shy.
Dan is back now. Is Dan back? Are you officially back? He doesn't look like he's got hair. Oh, he's
back, however.
Talk about it now. Danny's back, and we've got to start with the streamer. You're going to have lectures. Too late.
Yeah, lectures that you refuse to watch during the day for some reason, like a normal human.
lectures, smectures.
Yeah, lectures are for
Anyway.
people who want to learn shit, and education's boring.
Nerds.
And me and Jacob have a lecture tomorrow.
You don't need education. You're a successful Twitch streamer.
Speaking of Twitch, when we go back, I want to do a not
Successful, yeah.
sponsor.
What do you mean? She's officially made
We're
her
already
first
back.
payout.
Not sponsorship. Are we back? Oh, okay, guys. Beer 52 from the
No, we're not
Oktoberfest
sponsored by anything.
Not
Other-
sponsored.
Other beers are available.
It is a
Tonight, I
suggestion.
will be drinking
Yes,
Weizen Zapfel.
Other
This one.
other craft ales are available, but not necessarily as good.
And remember, drink responsibly.
I'm drinking a Chilean Merlot. I'm drinking a Chilean Merlot with a
Can
cat.
we
It's
get
got a
on
cat in
with
a
this
top hat.
goddamn
Where's my
session
money?
now? Come on.
Always open bottles of vibes.
Let's go.
I'm
Matt,
drinking
I thank you for your assistance in keeping the stream going during the break.
No worries,
thank
James.
you
I thank you for riffing with me as well, and
giving me a voice, and I look forward to and let's get this going again.
peace out, Mother Hubbards.
Perfect. Well, so where we left off, I mean, you all know, dead dwarves everywhere. Sotelo is holding a tied up rat man in a cloak. There's blood everywhere. It seems to be drained. It's very professionally done. What are you going to do or say? Think?
Oh no. I want to see if I notice anything on the bodies. I want to do like a medicine check to see how they died.
Medicine check.
Oh, that is. Trez?
3. Oh, you think they died?
Yep.
Okay. You're pretty sure, but you think they died.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, so there's no blood running through these veins.
It seems like whatever wounds they had like Oh, from what you can tell, they've like sealed themselves very professional. I'll give you even with a 3, you can see it's this even without even rolling. You can see it's very professionally done.
Yeah.
Anyone else wanna do anything?
What's happened so far?
You've just wandered in and seen the dead dwarves.
Seen it, okay.
Yeah. You've all wandered in at the same time. Right.
I'm gonna head back the way that we came, so back upstairs.
Can you roll me perception, please?
Oh.
Where you came from doesn't exist anymore.
Where you came from has been dead for 70 years.
12.
Yeah, you go up, and there's a door that you didn't go down because there's a door that just before the door that heads into your hallway guest section, and you hear there's just some. Through.
I keep that in mind and head towards the guest section.
You head towards the guest section. You.
Can I go with him for moral support?
Absolutely. I'll say. You haven't just kept it in mind. Do you want to roll me perception?
Do you want me to roll?
Perception.
Yeah.
Okay. 16.
Yeah, you hear it louder. Hear footsteps of Ratman, and you hear the sliding of
I'm gonna
through that
just
door.
Okay, I'm gonna put a hand on Danny's shoulder and be like, "There's definitely Ratman in there. Do you know what you're doing?"
I'll be like, what? And I keep going.
Not in the guest chambers, in the other door. The door that I was saying about. The guest chambers are. Yeah. Oh, I mean, I'm just saying. As you're going up to the guest chamber, you hear from that door.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, Danny, you're walking past the guest.
I go to the guest chambers and start trying the doors to see if any are locked.
No, locked. Unless you locked the doors as you came out. But I mean,
Don't think so. No.
Any that aren't ours, basically.
oh, but the guest chambers. Give me a investigation check. Both.
Both of us.
No, don't see anything.
24.
You see, you can faintly rat and footsteps on like dust of like there's a tiny layer of dust slightly see like a rat.
Can you hang on? Can you say that again? You kind of cut out for me a second.
Give me a second. Check. Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Yep.
Let's turn down the speaker. Okay, perfect. So you see a footprint in the thin layer of dust just on the floor.
Okay. I'm gonna once again tap on Murder's shoulder and just go.
Perfect. Yeah, you're both aware of it. How are you opening?
Which way are the
So they're
footsteps?
open in because hinges that open into the room.
Okay.
So you're just gonna. How are we?
Well, should we have a listen at the door first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll me perception.
Oh, 26. Jesus Christ.
Ooh.
You don't hear anything.
Okay, interesting.
It's a 15.
Discerning.
15? You don't hear anything. Loading the door, I assume.
I'll have a hand on a sword.
Yeah. I'm gonna very slowly draw my dagger.
You open the door. See, you open the door.
Oh, wait. Does it have a keyhole?
Yeah,
I look through the keyhole.
nothing's there.
Cool. Now I open the door.
You open the door. Nothing's there. No one's there at all. No one's checked. It looks apart from the window, which has a circular section missing, about the size of a rat map.
How peculiar. I close the door.
Yeah, you can check the other guest rooms. They're almost exactly the same. Wait. The other two, what do you want to do? Is there anything you want to do while this is happening?
I want to search the dead bodies.
You search the dead bodies, can't really find anything.
No gold, no.
No, I mean there's gold, but it's very yeah, I'll let you. I mean, it's as much gold as you can carry. I mean, how much? I mean, you're already carrying as much gold as you can.
Oh no, I'm not. I've got none. That's 100 guys.
Oh, well then we can carry, let's say, 100 gold pieces.
Sweet.
Yeah, you just pick up as much gold as possible. I mean, it's going to take you some time to go through every body, and they've only got a couple of gold each, but eventually you'll get 100 gold. What you find on the mayor's body is a bit of paper which has the orders of the battalion, which was in charge of going to the Ratmen, and it's a response from the general, and it says, "Battalion not return, heading out to go out after them." It's got a blood-stained handle, and it also says, "Send scout to the capital."
Does it say the name of the general?
It's just General Danskin.
Danskin.
Yeah.
Where did we leave the Ratman? We tied up.
I mean, you can just leave him at the door. He's like squirming in the blood.
I'd like to talk to him. See if he knows anything.
I've got a torch.
He's like, "I'm not going to tell you anything, you bastards."
I'd like to cast Shocking Grasp. Wrap around his throat.
Roll me an intimidate check.
Roll me an intimidate check, yeah. Intimidation, sorry, was that?
Yeah.
17 plus 6, 23.
He's like, okay, he's gonna roll he's like, "Okay, I'll tell you what happened. We were running away, and then suddenly this army came out of nowhere, and then we were told that we had to go and we had to go and talk to we had to go kill people, and then suddenly we went I don't know what happened. It just happened so fast, and then suddenly you guys found me, and then that's all I remember.
Who gave the order?
I don't know.
Okay, I would like to personally crouch down by him and go, "Listen, we can do this the easy way," or takes out dagger. "We can do this the significantly less easy way. Now, who gave the order?"
Roll.
Can I roll insight to see if he generally doesn't know?
Absolutely.
No, I'm slitting his throat.
21.
16. 16.
There's something he's not telling you. 16, you say? I don't know. we just did we just did it. We did it, and we were told that we just did it. I don't know.
I go under the
Okay.
fingernails. That
I'd
go under the
like to
fingernails
come
and then
over.
hammer.
No,
Can I
I'm
assist?
first. I'm just gonna like pop the
How much
very
damage
tip
does
of my
shocking
dagger
grasp
like
do?
here.
That's due.
Yeah. Roll damage for shocking grasp.
After that, I'm going to lay on hands him so I can keep healing him up so he keeps losing it and then gaining it and then losing it and
13.
gaining it.
13.
13.
Nice. Cool. Good.
Cool. I'm going to heal him for about 10.
Yeah. Okay. Lost 3. Then.
Yeah, I'm just gonna I'm gonna like just poke my knife just to draw blood, like right here.
Okay. He'll take 1 damage from that, but
Okay.
yeah. He's like, I'll roll intimidate again with advantage.
Okay. Another 16.
He rolled a nat 20, so he is.
Yeah.
No. And you see, so you're putting the thing here, are you?
Mhm.
He goes and goes down to, because he's a rat, he's got more depth.
Yeah, that's fair.
He bites the knife's handle with your hand there, and slams it in.
Cool. I'll put another 20 healing on him as he's losing health. He's gaining it back.
I'm gonna need to.
You're going to help the knife to the throat.
You can heal that.
So I can.
As long as he hasn't reached 0, I'm fine.
I mean, even if
Well,
he reaches
that's
it,
true.
Can
technically.
you roll me?
that's
What damage is your dagger?
Dagger. That does
2D,
Hang on.
2d4s?
1 sec.
1d4.
1d4
1d4,
plus,
yeah. Plus 2.
1d4, yeah, plus strength or dex, whichever way they're doing it.
So
it'll
I
be
rolled 3 damage.
3 plus.
Arguably no
Dex.
deck.
No, just 3. Like
3
with the plus 2.
Oh no, so you rolled 1 because it's not
Yeah.
you doing it; it's the rat.
Oh yeah, true, yeah.
So
I'm going to say this. He's probably never stabbed himself with a knife using his teeth before. I
I'm
don't know
gonna-
if he'd get skill
Yeah.
on it.
I'm gonna say I'm not giving him proficiency. I'm giving him dex,
Okay.
and I'm also gonna say lay on like whatever damage lay on hand kills him anyway.
No, lay on hands heals.
He was him.
Yeah, I know that's what I mean. So it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Like the amount of damage he could do, which is so he did 1 plus 4 for his dex, I think. So is that's 5 damage, and he's already layered on hands 10. Like you want to do,
Well,
you
yeah,
can get
good.
full, so do 8 instead of 20. But
Yeah.
so you got him to full. So he as much as he tried to kill himself, he can't. So
Great.
yeah,
Okay. I pull the dagger out, put it aside, grab him by the back of the head, and push him into the blood.
oh yeah,
And
no,
then
actually,
slam
no,
his head.
you're right. You push him into the blood.
Yeah. And then back.
Yeah.
And
He
then punch
keeps
him
trying
in
to
the
get his head in there. He keeps smashing his head. Now he's going to be just smashing his head onto the.
Great.
That's like
I'm
we
gonna
need to-
I'm
we
gonna
need
hold
to,
him.
like,
I'm gonna hold
Okay.
him.
I'm going to give
I'm gonna bear hug him. That way he
I'm
still
gonna
gets
do
healing
some
touch.
strength rolls. Okay, cool.
With disadvantage,
okay,
he is tied in. He is tied with rope.
What is your strength modifier? Is just the punch, right? Because I'm counting this as like as attack against a melee attack against him. So it's just a strength modifier, which is that. Okay.
I'm gonna say, gents, we might need to, move him somewhere soft, like a bed or something,
I'm not tying a rat to a bed.
so that he doesn't try and kill himself.
As you're doing this, I'm gonna roll. As you're doing this, he's gonna try and bite his tongue out and choke on it.
Oh my god. Anyone got like a sock or anything that you can?
Because whatever you guys are doing, whatever guys are trying to intimidate, he's clearly more intimidated by what might be.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Wait, I never put my clothes back on. I stuffed my clothes down his throat.
Wait, you never put your clothes back on?
I never put my clothes back on.
To be fair, he never said that he did. Me and
Yeah,
you-
I assumed he did.
All I'm saying is, Falion felt very freed by the
Okay,
lack of
before
robes.
everything that's happened, we'll go back. We'll just go back to that moment where he didn't put it, and we'll just redo that whole entire part. Then, don't worry. Okay, so you've just come back from the that.
Chris in the chat says, "Grab his dick and twist it."
I'm going to say the guards forced you to put your clothes back on at some point. And if you refused, I'll give you damage of how much the guards tried to beat you up. And then if you damage them, that means that...
You're not letting me express my nature.
No, you're right. You can take your clothes off and then shove them down his throat.
No, I'll tear off a bit of my robe and try and shove it down
There's
his throat.
dwarves everywhere. I'm just saying.
There's dwarves everywhere.
I thought they were dead.
Oh, I
Yeah,
grab
but
an
you take
arm
their clothes.
and shove the... Oh.
You twat.
I still grab an arm and use it to stop him. Like, in his mouth.
Oh wait, yeah, okay. Use it to... Okay, you
What
do
is this
that.
on the rat? Is this on
Roll
the rat?
me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? I'm
Can I
sick
tr-
of his shit.
Can I try
Please.
something?
I'll let you go. Yeah.
It's just like really quick. It's
Yeah,
just-
he's not done it yet, but he's trying to maneuver the tongue that he's bitten off to choke himself.
I'm gonna use heroism on him.
Yes. What does that do?
A creature you touch is imbued with bravery. Until the spell ends, the creature is immune from being frightened, so he is no longer frightened. So he is no longer frightened of the other guy, not let alone us.
Okay, perfect.
He also
I mean, that's his own tongue.
he also gains temporary hit points according to my spellcasting
Wait,
modifier, so
no,
he gains
you
a plus 4
can't spit out his
modifier.
own tongue, 'cause the arm's there. He's still
Okay.
he still might choke.
I pull the arm out.
He
Chris
spits
said-
out the tongue.
Pinch
How
his
long
nipple.
does it last?
The spell lasts 1 minute. As long as I
Okay.
concentrate. As long as I concentrate.
Time's ticking. He's like,
Cool.
"Ah,
Are you going to tell us now?
oh,
Who gave
why,
you
why would I tell you?
simple
You,
question?
you killed
won't
the
tell
Dark
you.
Lord.
I cast Fey Presence. To charm him, he has to make a DC 11 Wisdom saving.
Cool.
Yeah, he's immune to being frightened, not charmed.
No. I'd say charm. He did a nat 1. What's happened now? So he's charmed.
He's charmed.
And that he's so charmed, he's gonna be like, oh, you guys are the best.
We are. Now, who the fuck gave you on that?
Oh, it was someone like
Give
appeared.
a description.
I can't give a description. I can't remember what he looked like, but he was terrifying, and
Okay.
it
Does
was
ring any bells for us?
no.
I mean, we come across terrifying people on the daily. We
You
ourselves
usually
are terrifying.
these people. You are the people, but people choose to forget because they. But he doesn't seem like he based on your knowledge. He seems unable. If people want to make an Arcana check,
Oh, I am so glad that you asked.
that one, pick that one. You pick that one.
That'll be a 22.
You think someone used the spell Modify Memory on him?
Someone what?
Used
Modify
the spell
memory.
Modify Memory.
And I
Okay.
forget.
I would like to say, I think someone has cast Modify Memory on this man.
I forget. Modify memory. Can that be fixed with lesser restoration, or is it greater restoration? I need.
I don't know.
Because modify memory is allowed to be fixed by one of them. or both of them, but I can't
Let me have
remember.
a look at modify memory as a spell. Because I was basing it on how I think it worked rather than how it actually worked. You attempt to.
You can, it can alter memories up to 24 hours, and then it can be restored by a certain spell, but I can't remember what it is.
If they grenade, then the DM might be modify memories alongside to features. Remove curse or great restoration spell left cast on the target restores the creature's true memory.
Okay, I do not have either of those.
No, that's cool.
Unless, do you have either of those, guys?
Do I have what now?
Remove curse or greater restoration.
I don't think so, no.
Or remove curse. Do you know what's great about this? I think Martin had greater restoration.
Oh, bugger.
Matt,
yeah.
please tell me you didn't have that.
Okay, I won't tell you I didn't have that,
Oh, no.
but I did have that.
That was like one of the spells I remember you telling me about that, and I was like, oh, brilliant, that'll get used to in some way. Good
Yeah,
luck.
that would have been really useful. But yeah, anyway, bye.
Oh, well, it's okay. Oh, we can manage without that bitch.
Is it lesser, not greater? Okay, so those memories are gone. What did he? Do you remember what he smelled like?
Sniff.
Lavender.
Interesting.
Any clues? A clue?
Lavender. The smell of lavender.
Okay. I would like to ask him. So you mentioned an army. Who was in the army? Was it a particular race or a particular?
The rat, the goblins, and
Goblins.
wolves, and trolls.
Sounds like a goblin.
That's sounding
What was
rather dark forcey to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Which
what was
is an
the?
issue because they're not under our personal control.
Anything that fell.
What was the target? What was the official target?
I just killed. I don't know. I just, there was just I just killed. It was just a thing that I did. I don't know.
Okay. Is there anything else? Anything you haven't told us yet?
No, that's it. You believe him.
Okay.
Oh, we've only got a minute left. Should I snap his neck?
It's been a minute. He's gone, and now he's trying to bite off. Bite. No.
Snap his neck.
Thank you.
I don't like being thanked for killing people.
Nah.
Yeah.
For the spirit.
Make us feel like the bad guys. Tell us, no, I didn't.
I had nothing to lose now.
You thought you were the fact.
I had a wife and kids, you know? Classic stuff.
I get my rope back off his dead corpse.
Yeah.
What
Do you guys want to stay here, or do you want to move on?
I don't want to be here if the guards
Probably-
come back.
Yeah, probably
I
not.
just
doing
want
the
to do
move
a couple house burnings just to keep my hell up.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can burn a few houses if you want.
Excellent.
You can
Oh,
recruit
I want
five
to.
people, Otello.
Can I like with the pen and paper that I have? Can I can I leave like a message on like the door of the hall,
Yeah.
being like not mentioning any names or anything, but just like in all caps letters, be like, you know, kind of just explain vaguely what's happened, because you know
What do you
I
mean?
don't really want to be.
From what point of view? Just in case. Oh yeah, in case someone else comes along. Oh yeah, we were part of the Dark Man Lords army, and every
Yeah,
Sunday.
that's not what I wanted
Just
to do.
leave it. Just let it be.
Okay.
I want to find the mayor's office if it's possible.
What's a? I'm sorry, Danny. I just want to ask, what's a raven movement speed?
Do you
60
mean
foot.
flying speed? 60 foot.
Yeah, I meant flying speed, but yeah. Cool. As this comes back, what do you want to do, Tello, and then I'll get
I just want to go to the mayor's office and I want to like look through it, see if there's any evidence of who he's pissed off.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This might be the nicest man you've ever met. He has he's got some dealings with Barnaby, where Barnaby sent him a letter saying, "Oh, mind if I port nearby?" And then, and he's just gone, "No, I don't know you, but you're welcome to come in alone, and you know, I'm happy to welcome you, but you're being a bit weird, mate." And yeah, so it's clearly one of the officials at Barnaby was trying to sort of bribe and sort of try and get on the Darkwood side, but this guy's just too good. You do find something odd. There's an investigation at the moment. Clearly, the most important thing to him is this investigation about an old. There's a shack on the road between Dundee and what's the new called? Did I give it a name?
You didn't.
What, the nudist colony? You just said the nudist colony.
Oh yeah, Dundee and Don't Wear Any Clothes there. So yeah, there's a small little shack it's applied to be a business, but there's lots of the money doesn't add up apparently, and that's so just on the road there. That's the biggest sort of thing that comes up, and it's apparently meant to be a blacksmith, but apparently there's it's not made any money in like 10 years.
Seems kind of sus.
Well, he might be just selling armor to nudists,
which would be a poor business plan.
True.
Yeah. So I'm going to take all the information from his office and make sure there's nothing of value there, and then burn it to the ground.
Okay, burn it to the ground.
Nice.
I will look for a insignia before he does that, like some kind of official, like
Oh, yeah, it's like an official badge of that office.
I'll take that.
Yeah, perfect. Balassa, as you are about to leave as a group, a raven comes down with a letter. That raven
From my wife.
drops the letter off with you, Balassa, and then sits on your shoulder, Murder, and just nuzzles against you.
I'll pull up some seeds.
What did my wife tell me?
So it's sort of catching up. I don't know what you told her, but anything you told her.
Basically, just long, flirty love letter.
Well,
I haven't seen her in a while, so
equally long and slightly more flirty love letter, and also talks of, but it's got a weird ending.
Mm-hmm.
The ending says, "There's lots of talk here. We know what you did. I don't know what's happening, but be safe."
She's so cute.
You killed the Dark Lord and your wife knows.
And then in there is a crude drawing of a it's like a magical image, which you probably don't want to show anyone.
I give the raven a knowing nod of like,
Cool.
Oh, those gays.
kids these days with their magic images.
God, back in my day, we just drew it. I spent ages drawing it.
No. What you do, you get an imprint. It's like a handprint.
You stick it in ink.
Thalasta loves her wife. It's, you know,
Beautiful.
that's the only
Perfect.
wholesome thing in Thalassa's life.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's slightly worrying, but oh well.
Oh well.
So yeah, I suppose you walk along the road to the next town, I assume.
No, I want to go and see this shack. If it's
Oh, yeah.
I was
Well, it's on the
thinking-
road to the next town. So yeah, you walk on the road to the next town, and just before you, so about halfway there is this cobbled together shack. It doesn't look. It looks like, so because of the way that the rat men clearly tore through, so all the windows are broken. Clearly, the rat men were meant to, but there are a lot more rat men bodies here than there are. Like, it seems like the rat men tore through the dwarven fort. But clearly, this guy, someone here put on more of a fight, and that is where you see a.
Ventus?
You there, my guy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Where?
Can you hear me? That is where you see a Tabaxi barbarian appear.
Oh no.
Bonjour.
Fucking
Bonjour,
hate
bonjour.
cats.
There we go.
I sneeze.
The French Tabaxi barbarian. Oh, Matt, just to give you a clue, people hate a French accent and they will kill you. I forgot about that because when you said about a French accent, I forgot that I created a character who had a French accent and died very. People loved me because I had high charisma, but none of the players liked me.
The joke here is that Matt's character is just gonna die every
He
3
is.
seconds.
He is. Like,
Where?
Matt, why do you do this?
Where?
Imagine picking a character
Matt,
that
why do you
innately
do this?
hates birds
Yeah.
with a character that loves birds.
So yeah,
I'd just like to just take a moment behind the curtain here. I had to pay to unlock Tabaxi on D&D Beyond, so I want to get my money's
Yeah.
worth.
Oh,
yeah, I can't do that. That's annoying.
So that's
can't
the
do
only
that,
reason
it's
I've done
not
yet
money.
another
I
Tabaxi
just
is because, you know,
wouldn't
I
do
paid for it.
So yeah,
I just think it's because you're
Oh.
projecting.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm actually a furry.
I knew
we-
it.
we-
I have like 20.
Says the one with cat ears.
Burn the furry. Burn the furry.
Yeah. You're...
I'd like to point out, my
Tabaxi.
Tabaxi has absolutely nothing against birds,
Let's
but
how about you
alright.
meet the furry before you burn the furry? Because he's also
We didn't
furry,
meet
not
the
by
hermit.
not by choice. So let's
Yeah.
instant
That was Buns this way.
Oh,
stop.
Oh, he's
Okay,
definitely
I'll give
getting
you-
burned.
he's definitely
No,
dying.
no,
I'm
no,
sorry.
James, let him make his decision and let him
No,
burn
because there is more at stake here, Danny.
Oh,
Okay, so okay,
What
let's just say he has a French accent, but I'm not going to do it. So because I can't be asked to keep the accent
Do it.
up.
That's kind of disappointing.
Or do
What?
the French
Like, at least
accent.
we
commit.
still know.
I will do
we
it
still
on the
know that he has
proviso
an
that
accent.
any previous, begrudgedness to French accents is forgotten.
Oh,
It's
talk
not
towards
very
French
racist,
accent.
people. Come on.
It's just towards you.
Yeah, but it was going to be a very Monty
Why-
Python-esque
why
French
towards
accent.
Matt? Like, come on, guys, let's give him a chance.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I
Matt.
I want to play too.
We love
It's-
you.
You're on my
like-
channel.
I was like talking to Matt. I was like, Matt, come up with something like likable. And I was like, yeah.
Like, genuinely, I've gone through this whole character. I've made this character so helpful.
Okay.
Matt, I hate to tell you this.
All right,
You
where
were,
would
like,
you
the
prefer
last-
the character be from?
England? Is,
Baker.
I'm not...
Queen's
Oh,
own
actually,
And that is what we call anglicization of characters.
here's the thing.
Because Danny, the white man, wants
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
things to be exactly what he wants to be.
Right, right.
Danny's one of the descendants of colonizers, and
I really am, as a white British man.
Although, what are we doing to the dwarfish race other than colonizing?
Exactly.
they're dirt.
However-
they're dying. We're killing everyone.
Right, okay, I just want to clarify.
That murder's
Matt's
different.
French accent, not a problem. Tabaxi, problem. However,
Why is
being
Tabaxi a
helpful-
problem?
because I feel like cats and cats and mavens just don't go.
I have an issue.
No. But he's not a cat. He's a tabaxi. They're human. They're a human character, not like a human, but they're a person.
They have
Stop
feelings
your
too.
prejudice- stop
No,
putting
they
your
have felines.
prejudices on other people.
Okay, if he doesn't hate mavens, then I have no problem. However,
You've not really given me.
I just wanna
I've
say-
barely even said. In fact, I have just said hello.
Before.
I've had no opportunity to.
This is exactly what happened with my old character. I instantly.
Yeah. God, I hate. I have
Now
nothing
who's the
against him,
racist
however, I
assuming
love
this?
killing him.
You just assume all these things.
I will make your life hell.
Oh, I know.
All right, let's hear the Tabaxi out.
Well, so far, the
Say.
Tabaxi has just said, to much aggression, hello.
I
You
don't
never say
trust
hello
him.
to a tiefling.
So,
Yeah,
by the way,
you
he's
will.
also as you've approached, he's sitting there like sweeping up and basically trying to straighten up his blacksmith shop that has presumably been ransacked by these ratmen. That being a barbarian, he's hench. He's just completely obliterated all of them. Obviously, they managed to they managed to do some damage, and you know, they just decided it wasn't worth it. Yeah, they just decided it wasn't worth it.
I'm going to say this. It was one of Matt, change your name on Discord.
Oh yeah,
I'll say this.
although I like press F.
It was one of the hardest fights you've ever had.
Yeah. So you know, I'm worn out. I'm not, you know, but it's all good.
Your name's Rusty.
His name's Rust.
Rust.
'Cause
Anyway,
blacksmith is funny.
you come up to this
Rusty the
shack.
cat.
The shack is full of weapons. You can see from the broken glass there is full of very finely crafted weapons.
Ooh, hello.
That it seems like the Ratmen were looking for, but Rush managed to fight them off before they.
Bienvenue, welcome. This is my shop. Very fine weapons. I'm so sorry about the terrible mess. These strange creatures, they just arrived. They tried to kill me and ransack my shop, but I can only apologize. How can I help you on this fine day? Otherwise, please ignore my slightly battered appearance.
Well, Rust, what are your thoughts on genocide?
I have no real kind of leanings either way. I don't really care. It's not my position to judge anyone else's, moral decisions. I do not care. I am literally just trying to get on by with myself and just, you do you. I don't. So.
Yes to me. Recruit him, lads.
I turn to the guys and go, but I really wanted to kill him. Like,
Listen,
I saw
I
the
know.
shack and went, I want to kill that guy.
See, the man with the birds. Why he seems displeased.
I wanted to kill
Please,
today.
I really wouldn't worry about it.
I'd just like to take
Right,
this
listen,
opportunity, sir, to
listen.
compliment you on a very fine cloak. The feathers, love it.
Listen, we can't
Okay,
kill
he can
everyone.
stay.
We need to keep
I
this.
mean, we can
Yeah.
kill everyone. That's the
If he's
entire
not
point.
against genocide, then he's for genocide.
Look, he's complimented the cloak.
Generally,
He can
to
stick
be fair,
around.
it's one of those issues where if you're not stopping it, you're generally apart.
For it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
can't
we
make
can
them
keep
join
the
them.
genocidal tabaxi.
Lovely.
Can I interest you in any of my wares? Is the weapons here?
Oh.
Yes, we'll
All
have
made by
all
my
of
own
them,
skilled
as
hand.
well as your service.
Come along now.
Well, I don't know. See these weapons and
I draw a
my.
dagger. You are part of us.
It's
You
a
are
fine
with us
dagger.
now.
It's very similar to one of mine, and he
Sure.
obviously he produces another dagger, but I'd say this dagger is 10 times nicer. It's beautiful.
It looks a lot cleaner and a lot sharper. It's not going to do.
Is it going to do more
but it-
damage?
No.
I don't care.
But I very much doubt.
Dagger.
I very much doubt adventurers such as yourselves would be able to afford my
Actually,
my
no,
wares
I
or my
disagree. I'm going
services.
back on myself. It will do. What is there? There's a dagger plus
Plus
one,
one.
isn't there?
Yeah, that's one day.
Yeah, it was a dagger plus one. You're
Oh.
selling plus one weapons.
Oh, in which case, I drop all my gear and go, I'll take
Oh.
that, and just start
Wait,
going.
wait. Hang on.
Absolutely fine. I would be more than happy to sell you as much or as little as you want.
Listen.
But like I say, my prices are Well, let's say my prices reflect the work and the craftsmanship that I produce.
I fill up my stuff and start going like, come on,
Hear me
guys.
out here, right?
No.
Hear me out here. Trident. You got one?
Give me 5 minutes. Can I just point out this guy is such a skilled blacksmith? He literally nips in, knocks you up a trident.
The rat men have stolen your
Trident.
Oh,
supplies.
shit.
They've stolen a trident. There is a rat man somewhere with a trident.
No.
So
I press
rewind.
begin.
I could have sold you a trident. However, I had a very nice trident, absolutely. Mwah. But unfortunately, one of
It's
those
time for
furry
quest.
little rat bastards stole it.
Quest
You know, we
received,
can help-
Trident.
If
We
you
can
can find
help
it,
you,
it is
get your-
yours, please.
You see, Thalassa, some text appear which says "Quest added." Retrieve trident.
Trident +1.
The question
The question mark above my head turns grey.
goes away.
Turns grey rather than gold.
Anyway,
Do you see anyone with these rat men?
How much is your weapons also?
Like I say, the price, please do not be put off by the extortion. Well, what you might assume to be extortion price, it does indeed reflect the quality of my work, is to be 1 gold piece.
I'll take. How many pieces are there in total?
Like I say, the
Yeah.
weapons, you can have as many or as few as you like, it's 1 gold piece.
Yeah, how many are there in total?
I-
This
I-
explains
I-
so
I
much
do-
about
I
his
do-
bookkeeping.
I don't
there's
understand
probably
this.
about 5
You want
swords.
5? You want 5 weapons? It's 1 gold piece. You want 3 weapons? It's 1 gold piece.
I'll take them all.
This is 1 gold piece.
I've asked you 1 gold piece and.
Oh,
Thank
Thank you.
Fully, you
Merci,
start
merci.
through the pieces of paper about the investigation and start seeing why this chap wasn't making any money and wasn't paying any tax.
I very
I just-
excitedly
I-
pocket my gold piece.
Oh wait. I look him in the eye and go, how much for you to bring the weapons with us?
So I'd like to buy, so I've put the gold piece in my pocket at this point. Well, for my services, included with the weapons, is 1 gold piece.
I'm not another gold piece and go, there you go.
Thank you. Puts that in his same pocket.
Oh, I love this. This is great.
I start loading up on weapons.
Beautiful, yeah.
Anything I can't
Is there anything else I can do for you people? Like I say, 1 gold piece.
Did you see these rat people with anyone or going towards anyone?
No, there was
They're
just a
heading
large.
towards
There was just a
the-
large
the-
group of people heading towards that strange town where everyone very naked.
Oh no!
Not good customers. They never buy anything from me.
I think we should follow them.
I think it's because they don't carry money. Kind of add to when you do
I
not
think
wear
we-
clothes. You have no pockets. Well, let's just say they might have a pocket, but I'm not willing to. I have to draw the line somewhere.
Genocide down here.
Genocide, no problem. Money smuggled in the prison briefcase, no way.
Matt, I will give you $10 worth of my $100 Twitch payout if you continue to say 1 gold piece for the rest of this campaign.
Oh, you.
I
don't
can
even
more or
know.
less guarantee that. I mean,
I'm finding this so funny.
You guys are through for free.
all I'm
Oh,
saying is I'm so
oh.
glad that this random idea dawned upon me, but it's one of the best ideas I've ever had.
It's great.
Uh,
I think Matt know the thing behind it, and we're just waiting for it to happen.
Oh, I just worked out what this is. I just worked out what it is. Would it be a certain song?
No,
no.
it's not £1 fish. I was thinking that when
It's £1
you said it, it's not £1 fish.
£1 sword.
Oh,
1 gold piece.
No, it's not that. Although now I kind of wish. Well, I don't, because in the nicest possible way, I still kind of prefer my idea. But
I will give you it. It's better. It's a better character idea than £1 fish, which isn't a character idea. It's just a song. But yeah. Anyway.
so yeah, I'll
Can you do armor?
Where?
You do armor.
Where?
Do you do leather armor?
No, I tend to deal mainly with metalwork, being a blacksmith.
That's ones. I'll give you that. I'm not going. The armor will just be the same as you.
The closest thing I have to leather armor would be my blacksmith apron, and that's mine, being a blacksmith. And
the weapons are all +1, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Uploaded.
Yes, I'm a blacksmith, not a tanner.
Do you have any magical items?
Ooh.
No.
I was going to say that sounds like a DM question. DM, do I have any magical items?
Because you have no magical experience.
No,
You're not.
Okay, yeah, I'm not magical at all. Actually, am I?
With
Fair enough.
all due respect, you're not smart enough to infuse magic.
Yeah. No, I do not. I do not understand the hocus pocus. I just, I deal mainly with just things that eat and stab. This is the way I roll.
Hang on, please. Okay.
I'll take as many crossbow bolts as you.
Crossbow bolts. I have crossbow bolts. How many would you like? 1 gold piece.
I'll take your entire stock.
It's 1 gold piece.
Excellent.
I'll let James decide how many crossbow bolts that is.
I'll take your entire stock.
20. The rat men took a lot.
Yeah.
Jeez.
How's he meant to make a profit if he's not got the stuff they stole?
He didn't make a profit before.
Let's just say the concept of running a business probably isn't really the forefront of this tabaxi's. Can I just point out, he has a wisdom of -1 and an intelligence of -2.
Okay, I look at the tabaxi and go, what was your name again?
Rust.
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 Right.
Wait.
What do you eat?
I like a nice steak, I obviously quite a proficient warrior and hunter, so I tend to hunt the nearby woodland for, game and meat. I don't tend to go with store-bought things, but,
Organic only, I love it.
I tend to, I fend for myself. I provide and I get by.
Free range.
Where?
Also free in price.
Where? Oh, I'm the 1 gold piece from the crossbow bolts. I just put in a trouser pocket. Just pop that one in.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I'm gonna look outside when because he mentioned about them heading towards the next town. Do I see smoke coming from the nudist colony, or any sort of proof that they were there?
No smoke. It seems like the rat men don't burn anymore. They don't burn things down.
There's just blood everywhere, probably.
You can't hear any screams either. They, what you remember, Rust, is that you didn't notice at first, but just things were going missing as you'd hear a smash in the window, and then suddenly some crossbow bolts were gone, and then there'd be another smash in the window, and then you look behind you, there's nothing. And
was this during the raid, or was this leading up to it?
Yeah, there was no sound that came from any of the creatures that attacked you. They're rat men from the bodies, but
yeah, they were just suddenly there, and they were just swarming. Okay.
Yeah,
fair enough. I mean, no one's obviously asked me about that, but I know.
No,
so that's...
I mean they did, but
I'm gonna say because as well, if you've paid me to join you guys along, I'm just gonna kind of, I'll look around and see. Well, my shack's pretty much shagged, so I'll just, I'll pile up what I can gather, and
we've got quite a bit of money on you, so you've got pretty much. To
be fair, I have 1 gold piece, so I desire nothing more. To be fair, I have made more money than I could ever hope for. So if you guys want me to join on with you, I see no reason to stay here. So I'm more than happy to lend a hand or a claw, I guess.
Crew is back up to 5.
Perfect, brilliant. I'll just do a quick. I'll just do a quick epilogue, and then we'll call it there. You find yourselves again coming across the nudist colony. Blood everywhere. They seem to be having some sort of party outside when this happened. There is not a... Everybody's drained, seemingly. And the blood is all over the floor. The mud from the sheer number of footprints that have been over it is red. And there is not a single heartbeat throughout the entire place. You do find something though. Just under one of the just in the hands of the homeless man, as he's against the wall, throat cut. You can clearly see blood splat against the wall. You see a bottle that you all recognize, seemingly from that first encounter, from that first time when the Dark Lord died. You don't think it's the same bottle, but it's a similar make to that bottle. And that is where we're going to end this session. Brilliant. Thank you all for watching. Thanks for playing. Thanks for everything. If you we can either do sort of like a relaxing just chat. No, it's up to you, Matt.
It's entirely up to you. I'm happy. It depends what people want to do. We can do a post. You know, a post stream, post game thing. It depends what people want to do.
Yeah.
I've got a quick question that I would like to ask you, James, in private chat once everyone else is gone, but that can wait. So.
That can wait, yeah.
I probably have to go in order to,
do your daytime work, yeah.
Do my day. Listen, I don't know why I just work better in the evening. I just do.
I understand it. I do get it.
I get that.
Thanks. Okay.
It's a young person thing.
Well, thank you for coming.
Ah, that's why I don't.
I think you've really got into the evil role.
Yeah,
This,
I'm really.
I just the murdering and the genocide. You've all come so far this session. You've all really come on leaps and bounds.
Look at the rest of
No,
it. We didn't
yeah.
torture him too badly.
Well, they're saying that actually whilst the death toll of this session has been high, it's not been as a result of you guys. So actually, yeah.
The murder count has been low.
Yeah, I think the whole, grey area character thing is probably going to work out for me in the long run.
I don't know. There doesn't go more grey area than a Tabaxi who literally doesn't give a shit about anything.
I don't know.
He lives by the adage of "you do you."
I just got your message, Danny.
Yeah. Before,
Brilliant.
when you're like, "There's a shack," I'm like, "That's a decision."
Chris, just saying to the that chat you've just put, you should be.
I think there's absolutely still.
Oh, I still may well.
So yeah.
You're like, he's low on health, and I'm like, oh, just making it easy.
Yeah, I'm just going to say,
Okay,
actually,
well,
Cooney,
I'm
you
gonna-
could have
yeah,
healed
I'm
me up
gonna-
as we
I'm
walked to
gonna
the other one,
head
but, whatevs.
Mhm.
I used up
I'm
most
okay,
of my lay
so-
on hands on that fucking rat.
Oh, is it a thing that uses up, is
Yeah.
it? All right.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
I get 60 in a day, and I have got left because I haven't had a short rest yet. 32.
I need to
So I've
actually
just
reduce... James, what do you want to say because he
I
has got
think-
64 hit points, but obviously he would have taken damage during that fight, and he hasn't.
I think you've then had a short rest,
Oh, okay. So,
and then
Yeah,
you've used
much
hit
it goes
dice. But
So-
I'm gonna at the start of the next round. It's gonna be you're gonna have taken a long rest. I think.
so
like,
I'll just leave it
Some
as
of you
full
haven't
health
even
then.
slept since.
All right, yeah, we'll
like-
just okay. So yeah, that was my low health thing was a test for the other people as to whether or not they would take advantage of the fact that he was weak and hurt. And
I wanted to kill you. I will gladly say
Right
it.
up until the point I
decided
complimented your cloak, and then you were like,
Yeah.
this guy's all right.
before you were even
Can I point
introduced,
out,
it
I
was,
did
"There's
that
a
entirely
shark,"
to
and I'm
see
like,
if
"I'm
that's
gonna
what
kill
you would do, and you did, which is brilliant.
it." Yeah.
Brilliant.
It was
Okay.
only because it was not an NPC that was like fine.
Oh,
Like,
also, I need to text. This is something I need to do. The bottle smells of lavender.
Cool.
I need to text. No.
I have a slight suspicion already what's going on, and I don't like it.
See, I love this because I know exactly what everyone's done. What everyone like. I know the secrets, and it's all.
What's amazing as well, because I know how James works, like, there's stuff that I obviously know, but at the same time, I still feel like I know very little.
Oh yeah, you do.
Yeah, this is what I love about your
You know-
DMing. Whilst
you know
I,
the biggest secret because
yeah, I know
we
the
talked
biggest
about it
secret, but at the
last
same
week.
time, I still feel like I know
But also,
nothing.
you don't know the biggest secret because there's stuff that I know that there's backstory parts. There's
I've got one question. You said he was a cleric, the Dark Lord. He was a 10 levels cleric, 10 levels
warlock.
warlock.
Yeah.
Yep. So I think I know exactly what's going on, and I don't like it.
Oh, maybe. I don't know what you're thinking. Actually, let's go in private quickly, and then we can talk.
So,
I did a stupid.
what did you do?
I was like, oh, maybe I need to peel this, and then realised it's a ribbon, and I peeled it.
Saying you've broken the
So-
home button.
I may have broken the screen, which really doesn't help me. The touch.
So you've essentially peeled the ribbon off the touchscreen, thus disconnecting it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It
like
was
where
going
it's
so well.
peeled off, is there like one? Is it like gold inside?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a ribbon cable. That's you know the bits when all the way through I was saying, watch out for them ribbon cables because they'll get you.
Well, right. So my issue is there's a gold connector that's just fucking there for
Yeah.
no reason.
I'd like to point out
I'm like-
you can't put them back together. It doesn't work. Because I tried
realised that.
I tried putting them back together and like taping them round, thinking, well, they're back in contact, so it should work. No.
I might just try it. Like I'm 90% certain it's not going to work.
You've made what you've just done is the exact same mistake I made the first time I repaired one of those.
Right.
But it was a mistake that I only made once.
Yeah, I won't make it again. But I now have this as a write-off, basically.
Yeah, now basically what you need is a new iPad.
What the fuck is that? That little gold piece doesn't connect with anything. Like, it just fucking hangs there. And I don't know if it's because of, like, oh, on a different iPad it would connect.
Did you get
I
the
assume-
Did you get the right screen?
Yeah, iPad Mini.
Yeah, but there's several different types of iPad Mini.
There's, like, iPad Mini 1, iPad Mini 2, and this is an iPad Mini 2, I believe, and it should be playable. I'm gonna stick it and see what happens. Because I think that'll just kick it off again.
But yeah, you won't. The only way that would be fixable now is if you took it to a proper.
Oh no, you can buy like it's. I didn't take it off of. I took it off of the replacement screen piece. I haven't.
Oh,
Yeah. So it's
so
It's not-
you could get away with just buying another replacement screen essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not too bad then.
assuming this happens on.
But
Well, that is disappointing.
I mean, the screen. I think what are they about 12, 14? They're not actually that expensive, are they? I don't think.
No, I think the LCD is what's fucked, which is
Oh well, yeah. Well, if that's
Much more.
broken, then that is yeah.
fucked. Yeah.
Whereas if it's just the touch screen, which is the glass bit, then they're about 20 quid.
Are we all right? What I was thinking, Matt. Do you want to ask your question on stream or not on stream?
It depends if
So we could just go into private and then talk about it.
it doesn't really matter.
And then,
I mean,
and then
I mean, to be fair, I don't really need to go into private because I wasn't going to spoil anything or say anything. I was just going to see. I was just going to ask you how long you reckon it'll take everyone to figure out Rust's thing.
Oh, that, yes. I think it's going to be...
I reckon it might take longer than I think.
There is something that I mentioned this session, which I know no one took note of, and I was expecting people to. So there might be a moment in an early next session, maybe, but I don't think they're going to realise until we get to
until it happens.
A populated town, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just say I thoroughly enjoyed your putting the records of the application for the business in the mayor's office. That was, I appreciated that. As soon I'm sat there muted with no camera on. As soon as you said that, I was like, oh, he's clever. Oh, he knows what he's doing. It's like he's done this before.
Yeah. I do semi know what I'm doing with some of this stuff. It's just.
It was a good job you did it too, because I was the other end of the room making a drink, so it gave me ample warning to not have to suddenly rush back over and.
DMing, I find, DMing the way I DM, I find is just on the spot problem solving. It's how are they going to figure out?
Yeah, I mean, I tried to be nice by putting in my character backstory that he owned a blacksmith shop between two towns, and that way it gave you the chance to decide at what point essentially you wanted to.
Exactly, and it made my job easier, but then it's still, it's finding a way of making it so that it's finding a way of making it so that then and then problem solving of how do I get because the Ratmen were going to kill all the dwarves anyway, so and luckily you guys are either really suspicious or massive reclusives, so you'll either stay in a place where you think is safe, you weren't going to hang out with them because they're good people, and so that gave me ample opportunity for me to go,
See, this is why I don't trust. See, as much as I love that Matt's back, because it would be weird if Matt wasn't back. A huge part of me is but he's trustworthy, and so I'm naturally not trusting him. Yeah.
I honestly, right? Okay, I'll tell you this: he genuinely is just accommodating.
So is that king. That last king was such a great guy. Everyone was suspicious of him. I'm like.
Because he's like you guys. He's not originally from this area. He's I don't want to tell you his backstory because that's conversations to have as the character with him. If you choose to ask, but
update to fixing the iPad.
Oh.
No, that's a reflection in the screen.
Yeah,
I thought you were about to turn it on.
No. He broke a ribbon cable like I said he would.
Yeah. At the very end.
Which is so again annoying. The same ribbon cable at the exact same point that I did it. It's the mistake that everyone makes the first time they do an iPad screen.
So confusing because this one it connects to something.
How expensive is a ribbon cable for the thing to replace?
I'd have to get the screen replacement for 15 quid, so it's not that bad. But
yeah, luckily the way Dan's done it is the most affordable mistake to make.
Yeah. I want to take this apart.
You excited? Yeah. So
I'm looking forward to you guys getting to know Russ a little bit better.
Yeah, I am too.
I genuinely put quite a lot of thought into how this character works, and I think he's got the potential to be useful, but also amusing.
We might then need to have a discussion at some point, Matt, about what we spoke about.
Well, if you want to do that in private on the stream after this, we can do, because I've had a bit of an idea, which I kind of like, and can run that by you. So, that's entirely up to you, but that's something we can talk about on stream, provided, obviously, the usual rules apply of people who are playing aren't allowed to watch it.
Yeah.
Or, they can watch it up until a point. The standard kind of, you guys can watch the stream, but don't watch the conversations between me and James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to head off because I've got some stuff to deal with for Wednesday.
Yeah.
No worries. I'll catch you later.
Cool. I'm going to be doing some modernism stuff after this, but we'll have this quick conversation and then I'll jump off it.
I'm going to be doing some modernism stuff as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I was doing some modernism stuff. I'm not doing anything.
No, you don't.
Modernism
Sounds
is
fun.
the worst.
Well,
Modernism
I don't
is
even
the
know what it
worst.
is, but it sounds fun. It sounds
it's
new
the
and
most
exciting.
pretentious-
Although, right, to be fair, I'm making it fun by relating a Rick and Morty episode to it.
In
He's got the
one
best idea of
sentence,
it.
in one
I'm-
sentence, explain to
I'd
me
say-
modernism.
Oh yeah.
You know the Rick and Morty episode when they get like things attached to their faces?
Is it in
series.
the latest series? Because I've not watched that one yet.
It's in the latest series.
Ah, okay. I've only
Oh,
watched the
okay.
first
I'll,
episode of
That's
that.
a
I'll
better summary of what
explain-
modernism is than anything.
I'll
Okay.
explain it in a way. A bunch of people hated the way that they were living, so they created art that defied culture and criticized the way they were living, but they then sacrificed enjoyability and relatability. It's like I tell you what, it's like sort of punk rock or
Be careful here,
or
James.
sort of emo music, where it's it is good to a certain group of people. Might think, oh, it's fantastic. Oh yeah, it's great. But
I think what you're saying is it's almost like protest music, like proper old school, like Sex Pistols punk rock protest, but if it was done in a language that doesn't exist, so no one really understood it.
yeah, well, that's it. That's it. It's because people understood it, but most people didn't like it. But people
Okay.
and so then it didn't last as long as say the Beach Boys or something. So it's not it's no longer played on popular. People still like it. Like it's still modernism texts are still taught in schools.
Oh, so
But
it's like
not-
listening to Radio
they're-
6 music.
Yeah, but it's not read for. But it's like how you've read. People still read Dickens, but people don't read Franz Kafka or Joseph Conrad or people. It's these. Yeah, it's very weird.
It's become more of a study than an actual
Yeah.
pastime thing now.
No one enjoys it because they didn't make it enjoyable. They made it as a cultural criticism.
I
Okay.
quite like studying modernism.
Apart from Jacob.
I'm the only one.
No,
Well, no,
maybe
I find
I'm the-
things like that can be enjoyable to study, but obviously the reason
Yeah,
they've disappeared
there
they've
is,
disappeared into
absolutely, but-
nothing is because they weren't enjoyable as an actual art form.
They're not enjoyable to read by, and that's
Yeah.
what I just. Anyway, shall we? If everyone wants to jump off, then if that's all right. Oh, actually,
Yeah,
no,
I'll
no.
be heading off.
Yeah, cool, perfect. See ya.
Boy,
Bye.
Lighters,
have a nice.
have fun crying about your iPad.
I will. It's 50 quid for a new LCD or 15 for a new screen.
Oh, that's
and
not
I'm
as,
sure what's great.
I mean, obviously do the new screen first, and then if it's still not fixed, then rather than buying a thing you don't need. But
Yeah.
50 quid's not as much as I thought it would be. Although at this point, how much is it just to buy a second-hand iPad from CEX?
That's what I'm going to look into.
Also,
because-
I would look at Samsung one because usually they're cheaper.
And
Yeah.
better.
I've got one.
I've got a Samsung tablet. I fucking
I've
love
got
it.
Samsung A5 or something.
I've got
it's like
an
really
A.
basic, but it'll run stuff.
I don't know which one I've got. It's the one that came with the
Extra
pen.
Wi-Fi
Came with the
still.
pen. It's great.
I'll be
So-
honest, I only use it for watching shows when I can't be asked to turn my computer
Yeah, I
on,
think it's
and now
Sam-
I use my computer
Well,
daily.
before you spend 50 quid, before you that, I've got one that I can just draw. I can leave it outside my door. When you just text when you get here, I'll leave it outside my door. You pick it up, and then
Yeah?
yeah.
I always
I-
get your hand-me-downs, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, I think I've got I think
Because
Samsung
I
A6
I
I've
bought
got.
it because I can get it cheap from my work.
Oh, we got it cheap from mine. Yeah.
And then I yeah. Anyway, farewell,
Right,
Danny.
I'm gonna head off. Right, boy.
See ya.
Let us. I'm curious now. Is it
So-
an A6? Yeah, it's an A6 Galaxy tab I've got.
So,
Yeah.
Rust
So the
is amazing. I
Yeah.
love Rust.
I
My
love
problem is
I love
if
that.
Rust is too good. It's
Ah.
gonna be. I mean,
No,
it's
because
one
I
of the
don't mind
things
if he. I want Rust to actually get to a point where the other characters really like him, and the other characters are genuinely going to be gutted to lose him, because then my plan is, if essentially, upon Barnaby's return, he essentially kills Rust.
Hmm.
Then
that's my plan. My plan is going to be in some way. I've got. There are. This is a web of things that
unless
I've got going.
could Barnaby like possess Rust?
I've got a different idea for how Barnaby's going to do it.
Yeah, but
I'm not going to tell you that.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
It's entirely secret. I'm going to control Barnaby until the moment that
Yeah, that's
Rust
fine.
dies, and then you get
But
him back.
I think the point of when it needs to happen is at the point where the other people need to firmly believe that Rust is the new.
Yeah.
That Barnaby's not.
So Cordy can't make next week,
Okay.
so we're going to push it back maybe a couple of weeks.
Okay.
So you'll have Rust the longer, is my opinion.
Yeah, no, that's fine. If anything, that's better because it gives
that's better.
it gives
That's what
Rust
I
more
was
time
saying,
to ingratiate himself with the group. Because they need to be 100% convinced that Rust is the new.
Your new character.
Yeah, there is no other character.
So much I love it.
And because I do like the character, there's no reason why I can't bring him back as another character in a different campaign. Because I like it as a character. It's fine.
Exactly.
In another universe, he can still be alive or whatever. So it's. But I'm waiting because I dropped a little hint. I don't know if you picked up on it when I said about I've got 1 gold piece. That's what I want. Even though they know full well that I've got 3 gold pieces. I've got 2 in one pocket, 1 in the other. But as far as Rust's concerned, he's got 1 gold piece.
Because if you go into your top pocket, you're going to feel 2, and it's whether your mind. I mean, to be fair, you're quite dumb, so you wouldn't.
Yeah, no, I don't think just feeling it. He would have to pull them. He'd have to like accidentally pull both of them out and see them.
I might have to make you roll for some of those.
No, that's fine. But it's that thing of like I'm purposely. I know this is kind of making your job difficult, but I'm kind of keeping track as well. I'm purposely dotting the gold coins about my person rather than putting them all in one place.
It makes it better. It makes it 10 times better.
And the reason he's doing that is not because his pockets are small, or it's because as far as he's concerned, he's only got 1 gold piece. So
Exactly.
he hasn't put 2 gold pieces in that pocket, but he's got another one. Well, that's going to go in that pocket. It doesn't, and then that's in that pocket now. That gold. In fact, actually, Rust should be firmly of the belief that he doesn't have any gold pieces. Because why would he ever ask someone else for a gold piece if he thinks he's already got one?
He knows what copper is. He knows what silver is.
Oh, okay. So he might just assume that the coins that he can feel are just other coins.
I feel like he should just put the. I feel like it's more accurate that he just put them in all in one pocket because he's only got 1 gold piece, so it only needs 1 pocket.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, that must mean I have loads of coppers. Okay, here you go. What?
Yeah, pulls out 2 coppers.
Oh no, I need to pick up a copper. No, that's gold. That's gold.
It's that kind of thing of like, as soon as he can't see the gold piece, as far as he's concerned, it sort of ceases to exist.
It's the Doctor Who villain of when you look at them, the silence.
Yeah. As soon as he, to him, gold pieces are the silence. The moment he looks away from them, they cease to exist.
Yeah.
And he has no memory of them.
Well, yeah. I think we ended up there.
I think just think I think just as a concept, I think it's going to be really, the moment everyone else figures out what's happening, I think is just going to be brilliant.
Oh, honestly is. Okay, perfect. Okay.
All right, cool. I'm gonna kill the
who's
stream
still
off.
watching. Perfect.
But
Farewell. And
Laters.